Hello. Hello, Kiri. How's it going? Trix is about to raid over, so we'll be getting some people coming in a minute. I wanted to show you my just chatting screen with my little creature. Oh, there it is. Hello. Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Welcome in. How's it going? I am so tempted to play Fields of Mystria. So bad. Fucking Dragon Husband, man. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Brussels. Hello. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the void. I'm glad that my raid alert worked. So that was an excellent test. Oh. Bruh. I allowed it. You're good, Brussels. You're good. Hello, chat. So today, most of you heard it from Trix, but we will be playing Love at the Milky Way Diner today. No surprise, kind of a great continuation, honestly, considering that we did Smasher Pass yesterday. Is a great continuation of you guys getting to see me gay panic. Which you guys seemed to really enjoy yesterday. So, how is everyone? I know that I was already in chat with Trix's stream, but I still want to ask you guys, how are you guys doing? You love gay panic? Good. As you should, Kiri. As you should. Gay panic is peak. Yeah. Let us force Mad to join us with Fields of Mystria. Bruh, I have so much shit I need to start, man. I don't know. Because I got Tamagotchi Life that I've been waiting like weeks to do. I have Pokemon Pocopia, which I have stopped playing for like a month so that I could stream it. I mean, you don't have to play it now. Yeah, I definitely do want to play it in the future for sure because it looks so good. And maybe by the time I join, there will be a marriage option. It's there for the future, absolutely. By the way, guys, how is volume? How's volume? Are we all good with volume? Just want to check before we start. Volume good? Okay, good. Good. We may adjust it depending on like voice volume and stuff. Yeah, unfortunately no marriage yet. Yeah, hopefully that'll be fixed in the future with the final update. I'm really hoping. But yeah, funny enough, Trix. I was just eating dinner at my desk with everything ready when you said that you were gonna raid out, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, I'm all set to do it. So that was good timing. Oh, and Trix, I wanted to tell you that I was talking to my boss about the Ashniko concert, and turns out my boss's sister loves Ashniko. Loves Ashniko, and she's like, oh dang it, if I had known about it, I would have bought tickets for my sister. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And she was like, yeah, I didn't realize you like, you don't seem like you're a person that would like Ash Nico. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I see it. I don't look like a person that would like Ash Nico, but I love Ash Nico so much. I love her. I'm so hyped. No, you don't. Yeah, I don't. Most people, like, if I tell people, like, oh, I like Sparkbird, oh, I like bardcore shit, people believe it instantly. But when I say that I like Ash Nico, it's a very big surprise. Definitely surprised my boss for sure when I told her that. But let's get into the game, shall we? Let's get into game. Let's go! Time for gay. It's gay time, chat. It's gay time. We ready for gay? I'm ready for gay. Alright, let's start a new game, shall we? Let's go. I love this waiting screen, by the way. The illustration style of this game is so pretty. It's gorgeous. I actually found out about this game, unsurprising, from Instagram Reels as they were doing their Kickstarter. I don't know how long this game is. I know some of the character designs, don't know their personality types or anything. I know that this is only part 1, so I don't know how long this is. If it ends up being too short, we can go to a different dating game that I have in my Steam that we can do. So let's go ahead and start new game. Ooh, okay. So we will do Mad Polaris. We will do, can we do both? No, we can only do one. Okay. We'll stick with they them for now. Do that one. I rub my eyes. I still feel groggy and stiff from my time in the transport ship's status pods. I stare out of the ship's many windows and into the emptiness of deep space. I'm sitting in the observation lounge of Argo 24. Your best choice of inter-system travel leaving the Helios system with prices that won't break the bank. There are far more glamorous methods of space travel. 5-star cruising ships with luxurious rooms and great meals. Where you can spend the long trip between star systems in leisure and comfort. But comfort costs credits, and I'm pretty short on those. So it's budget travel and budget stasis pods for me, and the Argo space fleet is known for being especially no frills. The ship dips and my destination comes into view. Ooh, pretty. The deep space station Hesperides? Hesperides, I'll say Hesperides. My new home. It's a sleek Aurelian design with habitat and docking rings orbiting around the station's main superstructure. Sorry. The spacecrafts zip in and out and around the station like bees circling a hive. Unfamiliar alien designs in unexpected shapes. Thankfully, I was able to utilize an onboard sonic shower and freshen up before making my way here. My stomach rumbles, and I pull out the complimentary juice box and small biscuits that were left by my pod before me to find when I woke up. I tear open the package and nibble on a slightly sweet, crumbly digestive. The biscuit is plain, and the strawberry juice box is warm, but it's my body's first solid food in 2 weeks. Jesus. And it's a relief to my empty stomach. I watch as one of my smaller ships, my ship, am I a captain? I watch as one of the smaller ship heads towards a spot in space marked by blinking buoys. There's a flash as ships speed past them and into the wormhole, disappearing from sight. There are 4 other spots like this in the area around Hesperides. Oh, good job, Sari. Stable wormholes, each leading to a different place light years away from here. Attention all passengers, we are now beginning docking procedures for Deep Space Station Hesperides. Please make sure to bring all your belongings with you as you disembark. On behalf of the captain and all our crew, we thank you for choosing Argo Space Transport. Ooh! Can you guys see why I chose this game? At all. It's so pretty. I love it. I disembark from the Argo 24 into a massive arrivals hangar. I'm immediately met with the shift in antigrav. Okay, I'm sorry. 'Cause space, yeah. I was gonna say like the colors. The difference between the calibration of the transport ship and the station is slight, but there's just a bit more bounce. All around me are ships of all shapes and sizes from across the galaxy, from large passenger cruisers and cargo freighters to small personal crafts and aliens. I've never seen so many different species all in one place, hustling between ships, trying to make connections, lining up to collect their bags, and moving cargo around. A dizzying flurry of fur and scales and tentacles and tails. It's all so much to take in. The Helios system doesn't really get that much interstellar tourism, so seeing other species is a rarity. But this is the Hesperides space station gateway to the Theta sector and the fringe colonies Theron. In this part of the galaxy, humans are a minority. Attention! This is the final boarding call for Flight XJ6B6, with service to Crash Roth 4. All passengers should now be on board at Gate C32. Oh! Out of the way! A voice from behind calls, and before I can react, I'm shoved hard to one side. I'm thrown off balance by the impact and I tumble forward, hitting the ground hard. My travel bags slide a few feet away from me on the metal floor. I look up to see a Skitarian with a large backpack run and shove their way through the crowd. Hey, watch where you're going! Growls another voice I hear. Oh my god, I cannot read, I'm sorry. Growls another voice as I hear footfalls jog towards me. The owner of the voice stops in front of me and crouches down to meet my eyes.
Are you okay?
Whoa! Yes. She says with concern in her deep voice. She's an alien. Fuck, I'm gonna have problems with this. Kahirti. I'm gonna say Kahirti. She has a worried look in her golden eyes. Pulling up next to her is a hover cart piled high with boxes. You're not hurt, are you? I'm okay. I might have a bruise or two, though. I say sheepishly as I rub my right elbow, which bore a which bore the brunt of the impact.
Here.
Oh. Fuck. I'm so easily flustered. I'm so fucking stupid. Here, let me help you stand. She extends her large clawed hand towards me and I take it. She pulls me up with ease. I can't help but be slightly startled by her strength. Thanks. We've barely started and Mad's already gay panicking. Shut up, Triggs. Look, I already knew I was gonna love these characters. They're so fucking pretty. I say as I crane my neck to look behind her, trying to spot my errant bags. Following my gaze, she turns around.
Anytime.
Oh, don't mention it. She says brightly as she reaches down to grab my 2 bags. Throwing them both over her holy fuck, I'm sorry. Throwing them both over one of her shoulders with ease.
I'm Kyle, by the way.
She flashes me a toothy smile, her teeth, her fangs. I've seen a Kateri in vids before, or from a distance, a couple times on Mars. But this is my first time really meeting a member of their species up close like this. Oh. Shut up. She's, is it too soon to say she's very, I agree with both of these. She's beautiful and cool. She's kind of beautiful. She's kind of beautiful, I catch myself thinking. Beautiful and strong. Oh, no, I don't want auto. Oh, fuck. There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit save. There's something about her that isn't totally unlike the lionesses I've seen in vids of old earthen species. Kalal moves in the same powerful, confident, graceful way they did. Her ears are decorated with gold and sparkling gems. They click softly as her ears move, trying to catch different sounds in the hanger. She has eyes that shine as brightly as the jewelry that adorns her. They are warm and kind, and the color of liquid amber. Not to mention her bright blue hair. It looks so fluffy and soft. And on top of it, and to top it off, it's fine either way, she's friendly and kind, rushing over to make sure a random stranger, an alien like me, was okay. Well, what's wrong? Kashid got your tongue? No, I just spaced out, that's all. I flushed slightly. Did she notice me staring? I hope not. I'm mad. Well, Mad. Let's get you to where you gotta go. Do you have a connection to catch? Oh no connection. This is me. I'm actually moving on to the station.
Huh.
Really? Well, in that case, I'll bring you to the arrivals. I'm headed there myself. Follow me. She smiles an easy smile and nudges the parked hover cart next to her tail. It whirls to life and follows her as she starts to walk, my bags still slung over her shoulder. Clearly, she has no intention of letting me carry them myself. I don't mind. I decide I'm just gonna roll with it for now. I still feel pretty rough from my time in stasis. I'm not going to protest. I dust myself off and start to follow her through the crowd. So, Mad, you're moving on to the Hesperites? What brings you to this side of the galaxy, if you don't mind me asking, that is? We get a lot of folks passing through, as you might have noticed. But it's not every day that someone decides to make an extended stay here. I guess you could say... I'm looking for a fresh start. I'm taking over my Aunt Anne's Dallas? Okay. My elite aunt's diner.
Really?
The Milky Way Diner? Yeah. How did you know? The Milky Way Diner is Hesperide's station staple. I'd heard it was closing after your aunt's passing. It's good to hear someone's keeping that place up and running. It's an important spot for the community here, and when you're this far away from home, community is everything. That's a lot to live up to. I had no idea it was so popular. You and your aunt weren't close? Then, quickly, as if catching herself, she says, Sorry, I didn't mean to pry you. You don't have to share if you don't want to. No, it's okay. We weren't. Not really, anyways. I only met her a couple times in my life when she came to visit my family in the Helios system. She had her own thing going here. Her life out in deep space, the diner. My parents never really had the creds to take us out of the system to visit. About a month ago, we got word that she had a stroke and passed away. Then we got the will, and it said that she would like one of her family members to take it over if possible. She didn't have any kids of her own, so here I am.
Wow.
So, you just dropped everything to come out here? That's pretty bold for someone who's never left their home star system. I'm impressed. Not much to drop when the company you'd been working for goes bankrupt and you've lost your job. Oh, Jesus. A fresh start sounded pretty good after that. It's true. No job, no love life. My friends from college and I drifted apart. Sure, my family was there, but they all had their own stuff going on. There really wasn't much of anything holding me back. Buying a one-way discount ticket to the gateway to the Theta sector and running a diner with no experience seemed like a much better option than continuing to aimlessly drift around home.
Yeah.
I get that. Sometimes change is good. Kahil reaches over and gives me a gentle, reassuring pat on the back. Aww. You got this. I'm sure the Milky Way Diner is in good hands. There's a warm, reassuring look in her eyes. She's so easy to talk to. I'm thankful to have met someone as kind as Khalil as soon as I arrived. And what about you? You said we get a lot of folks passing through, so I guess it's safe to assume you live on the station?
Sort of.
I'm a cargo runner, so I'd sooner say I live on my ship rather than here. The Hesperides is kind of like a home base for me, though. Got a good steady list of clients here, not too far off a trip to Rayon, and the people here are nice. What kind of cargo do you run?
Well.
That depends. On. Khalil's amber eyes narrow, and her eyes twitch slightly. You're not a Gabby agent, are you? Khalil said with a oh my god. A conspirate. Oh my god. Conspiratorial edge to her voice. The Galactic Alliance Bureau of Investigation. No. There's an obvious unease tone in my voice. I'm just messing with you, Mad, she says with a laugh. I transport the usual stuff. Tech, food, alcohol, medicine, fun stuff like that. I do supply runs for a couple of the on-station merchants. You could place an order with me if you needed some ingredients they can't grow on the architectural deck. I think that's at agriculture, and I said architectural. God damn it. I have a great whiskerfish supplier back on Renan. Also, she leans in a bit closer and says just a bit quieter.
I have connections in just about every sector of this galaxy. Whatever it is you might need, I can find it. For the right price, of course.
Of course.
Or the right person.
Oh! Oh, great! Khalil says with a wink and an undeniably flirty tone in her voice. Am I being hit on Kateri right now? Khalil isn't exactly being subtle. I'm not necessarily surprised she'd be interested in a member of a different sapient species. After all, interspecies couples aren't unheard of. People from different star systems have been living side by side for centuries. There was even a Martian drama series a few years back about a Naru and a human. I'm surprised she's interested in me. Nah, we're flirting. Chat, we're flirting. Nah, I want her. Oh? And how would someone like me, for example, go about becoming the right person? Well, you can start by letting me buy you a drink, and maybe who knows? I might just decide to like you. Decide you like me? Decide you like me? So you haven't decided yet? I'm hurt. I say with mock offense, putting my hand over my heart. Cahill lets out a small chuckle. Maybe I just want to make sure I was right to have a good feeling about you. Then I'll have to take you up on that offer, won't I? Maybe I'll cook you something on the house to really win you over. Can Kateri eat pancakes? I feel like pancakes are diner food. And easy to make, I think to myself. We can. I've had them before, and I enjoy them. I like sweet things. No wonder you have a good feeling about me then. Ooh. Kahil's ears perk up with a bit of surprise. For a moment, I think I might have caught her off guard, but she quickly recovers with a devilish smile. Because you're sweet. You said it, not me. Kahil chuckles and leans down slightly, so she's closer to my ear when she says,
You got me there, sugar.
Sorry. Kahil literally purrs when she says the word sugar. Oh, lovely. I feel a tingle run up my spine and feel my face flush deeply. Oh, she's good, I think to myself. She leans away from me with a knowing smile. I'll give you a chance to get your space legs before I rush you to the nearest bar. I'll be in port for a couple more days. I'll catch you once you've settled. Yee. We stop walking, getting into a short line leading to a kiosk manned by a human in a green uniform.
Right.
Alright, here we are, she says, putting down my bags. Give me your palm pad. I'll add my contact info.
Here.
That way you can place an order with me if you need anything from the diner. And let me know when you're free for that drink, of course. If we're in the same system, we can chat in real time. Otherwise, you can shoot me a text or a voice message and I'll get back to you once it reaches me. I know how interstellar communications work, you know. I say with a Oh, that was me. Whoops. I say with a laugh, handing her my palm pad. This may be my first time out of the system, but I'm not totally clueless. I know, just a reminder, she says as she types in her contact details. She hands my palm pad back to me. I notice we've made it to the front of the line now. I've got to get all this stuff where it needs to go, so I'll head in first.
See you around.
I'll be seeing you around. See you around, Cahill. She puts her large hand on my shoulder as she passes me and walks up to the kiosk, her hovercraft following behind her.
Officer!
Officer Shiwu Monastery. What's the head of security doing checking arrivals? Oh, wait, I've seen this guy. He's also romanceable. From where I stand now, I can get a better look at the human man behind the kiosk. Who is that? Officer Monastery, as Keel had called him. He has wavy chocolate brown hair that curls around the nape of his neck, and a stern expression on his face. You know what, chat? Honestly, I think it might be the face shape in the mullet, but honestly, he reminds me of Orion a bit. Does this game only allow you to romance one at a time? I actually don't know. I don't know if it allows more than one or not. I'm kind of going into this game blind, so I'm not sure. I can test it though. He's not too tall with an athlete's build. I can't help but notice the prominent bags under his dark eyes. He looks like he hasn't had a good night's sleep in ages.
Welcome aboard.
Officer Ishit called in sick today, so I'm taking over his duties for now. Can I please get your name and purpose of your visit to the station? His voice is deep and soft with a stern edge.
Really?
Really, Shiwu? We really gotta do this whole song and dance every time? It's not like you don't know my name and call sign by now. I know your name, Cahill, but regulations are regulations, and there are questions I need to ask every person who goes through arrivals. Now, can I please have your name and purpose for your visit to the Hesperide station? Cahill's tail twitches slightly in irritation and she rolls her eyes.
Ka-El Vashruna.
Kahel Vashruna, cargo delivery for Ashkeith's General, Haley Roswell and Wayfarer's Rest. Shipping manifests will be under call sign Starblazer. Officer Monsuri types away quickly at the hollow screen in front of him, giving the manifest a quick read.
Thank you.
Thank you. Looks like everything's in order. He looks up from the screen and at Cahill.
This is just a reminder.
Also, this is your reminder that all weapons are left on the ship. She flip opens the flaps on her holsters with a flourish and revealing the empty pockets.
Yeah.
I know. It's not like this is my first time here. I'm only reminding you because you forgot last time.
Really?
Because I was in a hurry. I had a shipment of roe that needed to get back into temperature cool, and it was losing freshness by the second. They're going back and forth like this, but Keel doesn't sound angry. Just mildly annoyed about the bureaucracy of it all. Keel seems to be the type that chaffs up against rules and regulations, and Officer Monastery doesn't seem to the type to lose protocol for anyone. Arms out, just gonna give you a quick scan, then you're free to go. Ooh, little robot guys. Arrest me, sir. Arrest me, sir. He might, honestly. A pair of spherical float droids deploy from behind the kiosk and float on either side of Keel and her hovercraft. Scanning. Please hold still. The two droids emit green scanning beams and float around Keel, scanning her and her cargo. By the way, you look more exhausted than usual today. Are you holding up alright? Now it's Officer Monsery's turn to roll his eyes. He sighs a bit and rubs the back of his neck.
Yes.
I appreciate your continued concern for my well-being, but really, I'm fine. It's nothing new. Still, you should check in with Saria. I did a couple of days ago, but like I just said, I'm fine. Officer Monsery's face softens as he speaks. The droids finish their scan and the green lights turn off. No forbidden articles or pathogens detected. Kahil, Rushruna, you are free to proceed into the station. Please enjoy your stay.
I brought you something.
Okay. I brought you some nice new herbal tea from Rayon. I'll leave it in your mail locker.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Kahil. I'll be sure to try it before bed tonight.
Catch you later.
You better. And let me know how it goes. I'll catch you later, bud. With that, Kahil gives her cart a nudge and walks into the station. But not before looking over her shoulder at me and giving me a smile and a wave.
See ya.
See you, sugar. Oh, I will. Goodbye. And with that, she disappears around the corner. I grab my bags and lug them over the kiosk, where Officer Monsery stands.
Welcome to the Hesperides.
Welcome to the Hesperides. I definitely did not say that right. What did I call it? Hesperides? Okay, it's Hesperides. Whoopsie. Welcome to Hesperides. Can I please get your name and purpose of your visit to the station? Officer Monsery says, meeting my eyes over his holoscreen. Matt Polaris. I'm moving on to the Hesperides to take over the management of the Milky Way Diner. Officer Monsery raises his thick eyebrows and the corners of his mouth lift slightly into a small smile. Ah, yes, we've been expecting you.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome
I'm
aboard.
Officer Shiwa Morency, Head of Security.
Can I please get you to confirm these details are correct? I'll also need your travel documents. He hands me the holoscreen. Let me see. I scan my palm pad on the holoscreen before handing it back over to Officer Monsery, who gives it a quick once-over.
Right.
Alright, everything seems good. This is a GA Category 3 station, so all Class 4 and above weapons are strictly prohibited on the Hesperides. If you carry any energy blasters, phasers, electro-pulse emitters, or laser swords, please leave them with me. We will store them in a secure location till such time as you leave the station. Good thing I left my laser sword at home. Good thing I don't carry weapons then. Good thing I don't carry any weapons then. Can't say I have any need for them. Officer Monsery smiles a bit at that. I wish more people shared that sentiment. Do a lot of the sapient try to bring weapons on board? I ask, a bit worried. I'd heard stories on the news of the lawlessness of certain parts of the galaxy where the GA had less control. Stories about pirates and bounty hunters armed to the teeth. Was this station the galactic equivalent of the frontier town like the old Earth Western movies? We're not too far from some fringe colonies. Things are a lot rougher there. But personally, I've always felt that carrying a weapon invites more trouble than it solves. He looks up from the screen to meet my eyes. I must look worried, but he quickly clarifies. You don't have to have anything to worry about. The station is completely safe. The Hesperides is under the GA protection, and we take our no weapons policy very seriously. You won't be seeing any shout-outs on the promenade. Anyway, let's see.
Right.
I'll go ahead and update your access files so you can use the palm pad to access the Milky Way Diner as well as your quarters. If you'd like, I can have someone from the agriculture, let's not say architecture, agricultural deck drop some ingredients off at the diner for you. Oh yeah, that'd be great. I'd like to take the kitchen for a spin. I figured as much. Let's see, what else? You'll be in room 3 of Living Block B. Your room will have a bathroom with water and sonic showers, a tub, and a kitchenette as well as your bed. Sheets and pillows are provided and the room has been prepped for your arrival. There is also a common space with a living area and a large kitchen. Your neighbors have already been told to expect you. Please make sure you introduce yourself when you get the chance and you'll be sharing space with them. I'd heard about similar setups and stations in space colonies. Life in space can be isolating, so dwellings and neighborhoods are often planned with emphasis on community building. Noted. Do you like living here? Do you like living here? I've never lived off-world, so I'm not super familiar with station life.
Yes.
I do, and I'm sure you will too. Sharing space with your neighbors and living alongside different species can take some getting used to if you're not accustomed to it. But you'll get settled soon, so try not to worry too much. That's reassuring to hear. This is all so new to me. It's not the biggest station. Functionally, it's kind of like living in a small town. There's the good and the bad that comes with that. For example, once news got out that the Milky Way Diner wasn't actually closing down, Casey's family member was coming from Helios to take it over. Let's just say you've been the talk of the town. Small town gossip is a thing even at the gateway to the Theta sector, huh?
Seems so.
Pretty much, I'm sorry to say. Officer Monsori says with a shrug of his broad shoulders. On the bright side, you're the human that's bringing back a beloved station eatery. So I'm sure you'll receive a warm welcome as a result. Kael mentioned that the diner was really popular. Whoa! I'm hit by a sudden wave of vertigo. It's like the ground underneath my feet has given way. Uh-oh. I feel my eyes roll into the back of my head and I crumble. I'm fully expecting to hit the ground for a second time in less than an hour, but the impact doesn't come.
That was close.
Oh! Holy shit. God, the art in this game is so fucking pretty. Oh my god, look at him. Oh my god. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so pretty. I hear Officer Monsori's voice closer and softer now than it was before. My eyes flutter open and I realize why I'm not currently concussed. He caught me. Officer Monsori's face is only a handful of inches away from mine. This close up, I'm struck by just how handsome he is. His hair falls into his eyes. His thick brows are knitted in concern. A slight frown on his soft-looking lips. One of his hands supports the head, the other is wrapped around the small of my back. He must have vaulted over the kiosk and caught me just before I hit the ground. I kind of want to stay. But I am also like, I don't know if this game allows two. I don't know if Kahil's gonna get pissed at me. I don't know if Kahil's gonna be mad. I'll stay put. My head is spinning. My eyes are going in and out of focus. I don't dare try and stand on my own. Easy there. Looks like there are still some sedatives in your system from the stasis pods. Officer Monsori says gently. We look into each other's eyes for a few moments. I find myself increasingly aware of the feeling of his hands under my back and head, supporting my weight with ease. Is it just me, or do the dark circles under his eyes somehow make him even more handsomer? I think to myself. I notice a dusting of pink start to cover his cheeks as he averts his eyes from mine.
Do you think you can stand?
Matt, do you think you can stand? I come back to reality, suddenly finding myself feeling a bit self-conscious. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Thanks for catching me.
All a part of the job.
Officer Matsuri helps me stand, supporting me as I try to put weight on my wobbly legs. Thankfully, I feel vertigo waning. Ugh, I feel awful. I say as he lets me stand on my own again. I get my bearings, and he walks back to his post behind the security kiosk.
Well,
If it's any consolation, you're not the first person to faint from cheap stasis sedatives. Still, you should head straight to the med bay once you've been scanned and cleared. Dr. Saria will take a look at you, and she can give you something to help you as the drugs leave your system. That sounds like a great idea. I'll do that. Alright, arms out. Officer Matsuri says as 2 float droids deploy. I comply, and they take a couple moments to complete their scan. No forbidden articles of pathogens detected. Mad Polaris, you are free to proceed into the station. Please enjoy your stay. I start to pick up my heavy bags. You can leave those here. I'll get a delivery bot to take your bags to your room. Just focus on getting to the med bay. It's on level 5. He types a series of commands into his screen, and a rectangular bot comes speeding around the corner and skids to stop in front of me. With a series of cheerful sounding beeps, it splits from the vertical seam down the middle, and the compartment filling the gap between into 2 halves. As I place my bags into a compartment, I notice a small velvet cylinder perched on top of the front half of the bot. It's wearing a bellhop hat? Beep, boop, boop, beep. Chirps the bot. I know better than to anthropomorphize simple AIs like this, but I can't help but think it sounds happy. That's certainly not regulation. I'll have to talk to Roswell about this. Officer Matsuri mutters under his breath. Now, loaded with its cargo, the delivery bot closes the compartment and speeds away as fast as it came. Thanks, Officer Matsuri. I guess I'll see you around then? Officer Matsuri gives me a full, bright smile.
enjoy the rest of your day.
See you around, Mad. Enjoy the rest of your day. You as well, I say, returning his smile and waving over my shoulder as I head into the station proper. From behind me, I can hear Officer Matsuri call up the next person in line and start his spiel all over again, once more. A light chime goes off as I enter the med bay.
I'll be with you soon.
I'll be with you in a moment, calls out a calm, feminine voice. Just take a seat in the waiting area. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, I've seen her. She's cute. The office is small, with a dividing wall separating the treatment and waiting areas. As I take a seat, I sneak a peek into the treatment area. There's an examination table as well as an open med pod where a short Aurelian woman in a hospital gown sits. A Naru in the doctor's coat faces me, looking at the notes on her holopad. The same voice from before, the one that belonging to the doctor, continues.
Right.
As I was saying, thankfully your time in the med pod has healed up your skin from the burns you suffered, and all damage to your eye was thankfully reversible. I'd still advise limiting exposure to unnecessary visual strain for a few days. Limit screen time and get lots of rest.
You see.
However, Vega, I'm afraid you'll have some permanent discoloration on your skin. I doubt this is what you wanted to hear. Sadly, Aurelian skin is particularly prone to scarring, especially after a trauma like the one you faced. There is, of course, a possibility will continue to fade as time goes on, and if you'd like, I could put you into a contact with a cosmetic dermatology specialist on Sinos. He's an old colleague of mine and is very skilled with reconstructive procedures on Aurelian skin. The patient sitting on the MedPod Vega speaks up, her voice sweet and youthful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your treatment, Dr. Saria. That's okay, really. I don't mind the scarring too much. I'm just happy I'm safe. You're incredibly fortunate that Officer Monsuri was able to get you when you did. From what he told me, the rusty old ship you flew on was a death trap. You're very lucky only the terrary fuel line burst. If it had been a secondary, or stars forbid a primary, there may have not been anything left of you to put in the medpod.
Here.
Now, here are your clothes. You can go ahead and get changed in the washroom over there. I'm going to take a look at my next patient.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vega says. She hops off the medpod and walks over to the bathroom, closing the door behind her.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you for waiting. You can come over and take a seat on the examination table here. I followed the doctor's instructions, walking over to the exam table and taking a seat.
Hello, I'm Dr. Saria. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm Mad Polaris. I just got off a long haul trip. I've been out of stasis for about 2 hours, but I've been feeling kind of off and a bit sore and dizzy. I have a headache and I fainted earlier. I see. That's not good at all. Saria says, typing notes in her holopad. How long did you spend in stasis? Did you fly in on a personal or mass transit craft? Mass transit. On one of the Argo spaceline ships. Saria winces and clicks her tongue in disapproval. That makes sense. The brand of sedatives for stasis the Argo space fleet uses are outlawed in Naru space for this exact reason. I'm sorry you're feeling unwell as a result. She gives me a sympathetic look and types a few final notes into her holopad before placing it on the table next to her.
Stay still while I scan you.
Lie back on the examination table and stay still. I'm going to do a quick scan to check your vitals. Oh. Man, this game is very good. Damn. Okay. I don't know. She's cute. I don't know. I'll have to see. I do as Saria instructs and lie down. She grabs a scanner and leans over me, and as she does, one of the tentacles on her head falls in front of her face. She gently pushes it back behind her pointed ear. I can see the chromophores in her skin as the tips of her tentacles shift different shades of mostly coral pink, but looking closer, I can see undertones of blue and green. I know that Naru have chromatophores. Chromatophores change color with their emotions, but I haven't learned what each color means. Saria hovers the scanner over me, and I do my best to stay still. After a few moments, it's over.
Yes.
All right, Mad. You can sit up now. It seems like your body is still attempting to break down and process the last of the sedatives in your system. That's why you're feeling the lingering effects what we call pod sickness. Saria explains as I return to my sitting position. I can give you an injection that will speed up the process significantly. Since it will be going into your bloodstream directly, you'll be feeling much better much quickly. Are you okay with the needles? They kind of freak me out. Needles kind of freak me out, to be honest. I say, a bit embarrassed to admit that, even as an adult, I still have this childlike fear.
Right.
I totally understand. Would you prefer a pill? It will still help, but not as quickly. You'll probably need to lie down for an hour or two for the drug to help your body flush any remaining sedatives. No, that's okay. I want to go to the diner and maybe do some cooking after this, so it's probably better if I go the more efficient route. I'll just have to toughen it out. I'll do my best to make the process comfortable as I can for you, okay? Okay, thanks, doctor. Saria goes to the cabinet near the treatment areas and scans her palm pad. I watch as she preps a needle, filling it with medicine from the vial. She places it on the tray next to some gauze and some sanitizing fluid. She brings the tray over and places it in the little rolling table by the examination table. That is a lot of tables. Alright, Mad, I'm just going to... Oh my god. I'm just going to just do... Okay. I think my brain is broken. I think my brain cells are gone, chat. I think my brain cells are gone. Alright, Matt, I'm going to just... Oh! Okay, I'm not an idiot. I think it's supposed to be, I'm going to do just... Wait, what? I'm going to just to a... Okay, I'm not crazy, chat. Does this seem wrong? Chat, does this seem right, or am I losing my fucking mind? I'm going to just to a... Is it supposed to be adjust? Or is it... I'm going to just do a... Okay, it is supposed to be do. Okay. I'm not losing it. It's supposed to be... I'm going to just do a quick swab here to sanitize. Okay. I was so confused for a second. I was so scared that I was just losing brain cells. But it turns out, no. It was just that a word needs to be changed to do instead of to. Saria stops. She places her hand over mine. And at that moment, I realize that I'm so tense I'm shaking. It's okay, Mad. You can relax. It'll be hard for me to find a vein if you're shaking like that. I nod, looking into Dr. Saria's golden alien eyes. I feel the touch of her cold skin from the part of her hand that isn't covered from her glove. Her touch is cold and incredibly smooth.
Let's do a little breathing exercise together. First, breathe in and count to 4 slowly. 2, 3, 4, and exhale. 2, 3, 4.
I follow Dr. Saria's instructions, closing my eyes and listening to the sound of her calm, gentle voice. Her hand squeezes mine gently. We sit together and do the cycle of breathing in and out together a few more times, and as we do, I feel my body relax and my heart rate slows down. I feel much calmer now. Thank you, Dr. Saria.
Not a problem.
It's no trouble at all. Do you think you're ready now? Yeah, I think so.
Good.
Good. Here, you can hold on to this if you like. She hands me a soft, jelly-filled stress ball and give it a few experimental squeezes. Yeah, this is good. Saria smiles and sanitizes the spot on my lower arm once again. I look at the ceiling so I don't have to see the needle go in. Alright, Matt, can you breathe in for me, please? And now, out. As I exhale, Saria swiftly administers the shot, then covers the small puncture with a little med patch shaped like a little yellow star. There we go, all done. You can lie back for a moment while medicine does its work. I'm gonna go clean this up. I lie back down on the table as Saria sets about putting her needle supplies away. So, you're Cassie's relative that's taking over the Milky Way Diner? Yeah, Officer Monseri mentioned people on the station have been waiting for me to get here. We have. Welcome to Asperities.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling now? Would you like to stand up? I get off the examination table. The difference is startling. My headache and dizziness are gone. I feel much better now, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Are you going to be heading to the diner now? Yeah, I'm starving. Officer Monseri said he's going to ask someone from the agricultural deck to come with some produce. I better head over there if I want to meet them.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe you could come by the diner sometime? I think I'll be open in a couple days. I was planning on it. It'd be nice not to have to cook for every meal again. Oh! Oh, Vega's outfit's adorable. Oh my god. Oh, she's so cute. As I get myself ready to leave, Vega comes out of the bathroom. Alright, I'm off. Thank you so much for everything, Dr. Saria.
Of course.
It's my pleasure, Vega. Feel free to come back if you need anything else. If you have time before you head to your room, would you consider stopping by the tech office? Our station's lead technical mechanic, Roswell, has been looking at your ship. They'll want to talk to you when you get a chance. Maybe you can walk with Matt here to the promenade. You'll need to pass through it to reach the tech office. And it'll be good for you to get a lay of the land, or so to speak. Saria turns to meet my eyes.
Do you mind?
Would that be okay with you, Matt? I think it would be good if you stuck together. Less likely for one of you to get lost. Yeah, sure, I don't mind. Fantastic. You both remember what I said. Try not to push yourselves too much, okay? And please come back next time you need medical assistance. You got it, Dr. Saria. Thanks again for your help. I walk over to Vega and she gives me a polite bow and greeting. I return gesture.
Hi, I'm Vega.
She says, raising her hand in a small wave. I'm mad. Let's head out. I turn and nod my head to Saria as we leave the medbay. Goodbye, Dr. Saria. Saria smiles and waves goodbye. So, how are you holding up? Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but from what I heard, it sounded like you had a rough couple days. Yeah, my spaceship had a malfunction while exiting the stable wormhole. Unstable terrary fuel line.
Well...
I thought I could handle it on my own, so I tried fixing it myself, but... She gestures to the discolored side of her face. I might have overestimated my own abilities. Thankfully, I was able to get a distress call out before something really bad happened. That must have been terrifying. Oh, it was. I really thought this was gonna be it for me. Thankfully, Thankfully, Officer Xingwu and the rest of the rescue team were able to get me super fast. I'm holding up pretty well, all things considered, just a bit stiff. I'm glad to be up and walking. I know the feeling. I just got out of a 2-week stasis early this morning. Feels good to stretch my legs.
Oh.
I've heard those long-haul stasis pods are super awful. Is that why you were in the med bay? Pod sickness? Yeah, they really are. I feel much better now, but I fainted earlier. Thankfully, Officer Monseri was there to catch me, I think to myself. As we walk through the halls, I notice Vega staring intently at me. Is there something on my face? I ask as we stop walking for a moment.
No?
Oh no.
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to stare and make you uncomfy. It's just that I've never met a human in person before.
Well, technically I met Officer Xingwu, but only briefly, and I was a bit busy trying not to, die. Well, you're the first Aurelian I've met, So I guess we're even. It's my first time out of my home system.
Oh, my stars.
Oh, my stars, me too, she says enthusiastically. I've met Naru and Skitarians, and I've even met a Kahiri before, but never a human. That's not all unsurprising, I think to myself. Travel visas to the Aurelian home system are notoriously hard to get a hold of, especially for humans. Vega leans in closer, staring intently at me with her shining red eyes. Up close like this, I notice a slight shimmer to her green skin, almost like she's wearing a light dusting of body glitter. Aurelians are a species that look like a mythical creature to us humans, like fae or elves of old Earth legends come to life. Their entire race was stupidly stunning and beautiful by almost all human measures of conventional attractiveness. So, what's your impression of seeing one of us in person? I asked, trying to mask my self-consciousness from being looked at so intensely.
Well,
Your ears are kind of funny. They're round. Thanks? Do all Aurelians sparkle? Do all Aurelians sparkle?
mm-hmm.
Of course. I guess humans don't. We do not. Not unless we're wearing makeup, that is. I say with a little laugh, shaking my head. Our hair does turn white when we age, though.
Really?
Really? That's so cool. Our hair stays the same color all our lives. Some Aurelians say humans are pretty ugly, but I don't agree with that at all. Okay, girl. She muses matter-of-factly. I raise my eyebrow at her comment. I'm glad you don't agree, but I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a little insulting. And even a bit speciesist. It's one thing for species to have different beauty standards, but to just say it like that?
Well,
Well, what do humans say about us? How do I answer that question? It's a weird quirk of evolution that Aurelians and humans happen to look alike. But the histories of our civilizations could not be more different. The Aurelians were the first GA civilization to harness nuclear fission as an energy source. Incredible technologically advanced and ridiculously wealthy thanks to the resource-rich home planet of Aurelia Prime and 4 habitable moons. Humans, on the other hand, are best known for being the one and only species in the Galactic Assembly that somehow managed to fuck their homeworld till it was no longer habitable through their own greed and stupidity. Sure, we managed to survive the collapse of our home planet and expand throughout our solar system with a comparatively rudimentary technology we developed. But we probably could never have dreamed of achieving interstellar travel on our own. It's doubtful the GA would have reached out and made first contact with the primitive, resource-poor residents of the Helios system had their hand not been forced. It was an open secret that the Aurelians tend to look down on our species more than any other. In the general human consensus, Aurelians are a bunch of beautiful, rich snobs, blessed with ridiculous good looks and more resources than they know what to do with. I'm gonna say they're pretty. That your species are very beautiful. And a bit full of themselves, I think to myself, but don't say it out loud.
thanks.
Aww. She says, flipping her hair over her shoulder and flashing me a dazzling bright smile before continuing to walk. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I think. Definitely full of yourselves. I follow her down the hall. So, where were you heading before your ship broke down? I wanted to get as far away from the Aurelian system as possible, so I figured the Theta sector was a good bet. That makes sense. The Aurelian moons are all the way on the other side of the galaxy. Even with the help of stable wormholes, it would have been a 3 or 4 week journey to get there. You're not a criminal or something, are you? On the run from the law, head to a fringe colony to lie low and plot your next big heist? No, nothing like that. I just felt so trapped back at home, I guess. I needed some space. What's that? Was that supposed to be a pun? You didn't like it? I thought it was out of this world. What about you? Why are you here? Vic asks. You're looking at the new owner and chef of the Milky Way Diner, I say with a proud smile.
Wow.
Oh wow, you're a chef? Do you serve human food? I've always wondered what you guys eat. I plan on it, but I also like to learn some recipes from other cultures. You could come by if you're still on the station when I open in a couple days.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, I can't wait. By now, we've reached the promenade, and I could see the outside of the Milky Way Diner. It was a shop front like all other promenade, but there was a window on the other side with the diner's name painted onto it in bluish green letters, which made it unmistakable. Speaking of the diner, this is me. Do you think you'll be able to make it to the tech office on your own from here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'll manage. Thanks for walking with me, Mad. Do you think I could maybe get a comfortable get it? Oh my god. Do you think I could maybe get your contact info on my palm pad? Then a bit more shyly she adds, just so I can get to know when your diner's open. I promise not to bug you. Sure, Vega. She hands me her palm pad and I type in my name and contact info, then add first human friend. She takes the palm pad and beams as she looks at the contact profile.
Oh, you're really my friend now?
She asks, hugging her palm pad to her chest. Yeah, I think so. Is that weird to say? Vega shakes her head and I wonder if I imagine the tears I saw welling up in her eyes.
No.
No, not at all. I'll send you a message and make sure to log me in as your first Aurelian friend too. She turns away from me and begins to walk off.
See you later.
Bye, Mad. See you later. Vega shoots me one last smile, and with that, she very nearly jogs away from me and around the corner towards the tech office. I scan my palm pad and the door to the diner unlocks. Okay, guys, hold on a sec. Holy fuck. Ugh. I need to take a drink. This is a lot. This is the most talking I've done in a good bit, so I'm gonna stretch for a second. Ugh. And maybe save. Whew, this is a lot. Oh, how are you guys doing, chat? We all doing good? I know this is a lot. I know I'm kind of stumbling through this a bit. Oh, goodness. Alright. Let's get back into it. There's a slight chime as I open the door. The diner is small and cozy, with a couple of booths and some countertop seating. The kitchen is open, and there's a door leading to the walk-in and the office at the back. I walk behind the counter and explore the kitchen. Pots, pans, knives, and cutting boards all clean and in their place. A few non-perishable ingredients are still on the shelves, but it seems like the walk-in was cleaned out. Sanitation probably did that so nothing would go bad. I start to run my hands across the well-used countertop, and I let my mind wander. The sound of the door chime jolts me back to reality. I turn around to see an Aurelian man in an orange work suit standing in the doorway. He carries a large crate under his muscular arm.
Excuse me?
Oh, wait! Oh, I've seen this guy. Oh, he's cute. He looks so cute. Excuse me, are you mad? Officer Shimu asked me to bring some fresh produce from the ag deck around. His voice is surprisingly quiet. I very nearly struggled to hear him from across the diner. I probably couldn't catch what he said if there was any background noise. Yeah, that's me. Come on in. He gives a slight bow towards me as he walks in. You can go ahead and put the crate on the counter here. Thanks for bringing groceries. What's your name?
Oh, it's Adar. I'm a farmer on the agricultural deck.
He says, placing the crate on the counter. He removes a small potted plant with a heart-shaped leaves from the crate. I also brought you an Avarian mint plant. I thought maybe you'd like it. He extends the pot towards me, and our fingers blush? I'm not gonna question that. Just the mental image that popped in my head for a second. And our fingers blush slightly as I take it from him. I take hold of one of the slightly fuzzy leaves and pluck it off the plant. Nice to meet you, Ader. And thank you. This is edible, right? Ader nods, and I place the leaf on my tongue. It tastes green and slightly cooling. It's nice. Thanks again. This is so kind of you.
It's nothing.
I place the little plant on the shelf by the cooking station, then lean over the counter to get a closer look at the contents of the crate. Oh! I look into the crate and realize with embarrassment that I don't recognize a single bit of produce. I shouldn't be surprised. This is a multi-species station and home to only a handful of humans. Of course, the ag deck would be more focused on growing crops catering to a myriad of other species that call Hesperides home. I spot a tomato hidden amongst the unfamiliar fruits and veggies. At least I know what to do with one of these things.
Is something wrong?
Ader asks, worried eyes moving from the crate to me and back to the crate. And nothing's wrong. It's just that I don't really know what any of these are except for the tomatoes. I know those. I've never left my home system, and we don't really grow many crops from other planets in Helios. Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I should have just brought you things you'd be familiar with. He avoids my eyes, and the poor guy looks terribly embarrassed. Don't be, you didn't do anything wrong. Everything looks really interesting, and I'll have to learn to cook with what I get on the station sooner or later. Ader's expression brightens, meeting my eyes once again.
Well,
If you'd like, maybe we could do a little taste test? You could sample the produce I bought, and I could tell you about each one. Yeah, sure. I like that. Should I get out the cutting board?
no.
No. No need for you to get anything dirty. I'm sure this will be fine. Ader pulls out a small pocket knife from one of his overall pockets. We sit across from each other at the counter and start to go through the box of fruits and vegetables. His voice is still quiet, but his tone is more confident. What you want to try first? Ooh. Oh, I actually get to pick? Ooh, this one looks like a mangosteen. Oh, this is a little... There we go. I point to the prettiest fruit of the bunch. It looks like a blue bubble with a pink center. What's this one called?
Well,
This one's a sea berry from Nauru. We actually grow these underwater in our saltwater glow shrimp tanks. The plants and the shrimp provide each other with nutrients that keep each other healthy. It's a fascinating symbiosis. Go on, try one. Just take the little top part off before you do. I turn the small crystal fruit I turn the small crystal-like fruit over in my hand. The outer membrane shines with a bubble-like rainbow iridescence. It's almost too pretty to eat. I take off the top part as Ader instructs and pop the sea berry into my mouth. The moment my teeth break the outer membrane, I'm met with a gush of salty, slightly sweet water, followed by a sweet tropical and slightly floral taste of the inner fruit. That's so unique. I want to taste that. That sounds delicious. This one. Oh! It's got little legs. It's got little legs. How about this flower ball? Ah, Atlas beans. They're a staple in the Aurelian system. We have some of these in... We have these in some form or another a couple of times a day. You can make sweet or savory dishes with them, and they're a great protein source. These are beans? It's a pod. He picks up the sphere and shakes it next to my head. There's the slightest rattling coming from inside. Here, let me show you. He peels back part of the membrane and shakes 5 large indigo beans out of the pod and into his palm, which he then extends towards me. You can try them raw and fresh from the pod like this, but it's more traditional to cook them. This flower is edible too, though it's more used as a garnish to make a dish pretty than something you'd actually eat. I decide to pass on the flower, but go ahead and try one of the beans. It tastes pretty much how I expected. Like any other raw bean I've ever had before. A bit starchy. Yeah, I think I can see why. I bet if I cooked them, they'd taste much better. Let's do this one. Let's try this one. I point at the pinkish red pear-shaped fruit with a crown of spikes on its large end.
well,
That's a ruby fruit from Sectoro. He explains, picking up the fruit and slicing into it. These used to be near impossible to grow on ships. They're a cactus fruit with very specific requirements. But about 5 standard rotations ago, the Secretarians came up with a gene modding verification. A gene-modded version that can be farmed on a standard grow tower with some minor adjustments. Higher yielding too. Ader cuts himself off as if remembering something. Sorry. I hope I'm not boring you too much. He says sheepishly with an apologetic look.
here, take this.
The peel is edible, but it's not very tasty. Here. He hands me a peeled slice. The fruit is juicy, slightly crunchy, and full of seeds. It's very sweet, and something about its flavor reminds me of bubblegum. Interesting. Okay, what about this one? How about this one? Okay. How is it that I've been almost accurate on every single one of my characters. Voice lines, oh my god. I lift up the purple and yellow vine bearing bright purple fruits. Kashiri berries from Ronan, the ultimate superfood. These are incredibly important food source for Katiri, and they're also an incredible crop to grow on Agdex. On top of being full of antioxidants, they're one of the best sources of vitamin D you can get. They're nice to have when you're nowhere near the sun. Oh wait, that said night. That's okay. I say, pulling a berry off its vine and popping it into my mouth. Once I bite through the firm skin of the fruit, I'm left with a soft, chewy texture. There is an initial tartness that disappears quickly and is followed by a deep berry sweetness, like a combination of blackberry and purple grape. Okay, this one. Oh, this looks like Buddha's hand. Do you guys know that fruit? There's a fruit that's very similar to this that's yellow. It's probably inspired by it. This one kind of looks like a hand with too many fingers. I say, pointing to the red-orange fruit. Yeah, Secreto chilies are freaky looking, but they're delicious. How are you on spice? I'm okay with it, but exactly how spicy are these? I'm not gonna destroy my taste buds, am I?
Well,
It's not that spicy, so you should be fine. The peppers from your home system have a chemical called capsaicin that makes them spicy. This one has a bit of that too. But they contain hydroxy alpha sanchol. I hope I'm saying that right. Which has a more tingly effect. That sounds cool. Let's give this thing a try. Ader breaks off a finger from the chili and hands it to me. I go for it and take a big bite. It's crunchy and very similar to peppers I've had before. The heat is subtle, creeping up before the tingling hits, numbing my tongue slightly. It's tasty and the numbing spice is kind of addictive.
do you like it?
How is it? Not too spicy? I shake my head. No, not too spicy at all. It's pretty tasty, actually. Oh, okay, good. Right. This one kind of looks like a big radish. I say, handing Ader the big white root vegetable. It's a snow root. They grow in meltwater ponds on Renan, near hot springs, but just grow them in special hydroponic towers here. Ader slices into the snow root with his knife. I'm surprised to see that there are lace-like holes running through the center of the root. He hands me a slice and I take a bite. It's crunchy and starchy like a potato, but there's a slight zesty, spicy, radishy taste. It's nice. I like the crunch. Ader nods in agreement. There's lots you can do with them. Cook them, bake them, mash them, and eat them raw. They're incredibly filling as well. So which one do you like best? Ooh. I think... Honestly, I feel like if I say the Kashiri berry, I think it was... No, the chili. I think the chili was... I'm assuming is from his homeworld. I'm going to say the sea berry, because it was tasty. Definitely the sea berry. It's so unique, and I love the mix of sweet and salty. They're so fun to eat. I could eat a whole crate of them. I'm glad you were able to find something you liked, Ader says with a smile. I think I want to try cooking something. It's about lunchtime. Have you eaten, Ader?
It's fine.
Oh, no, but I'm fine. You don't need to worry about me. I'm not really hungry right now. Ader quickly rises from his seat at the counter. He turns to start to leave, but as if betraying him, Ader's stomach growls loudly. His face darkens in embarrassment. Well, that settles it. I'm making us lunch. It's the least I can do after you brought me all this stuff. Sit back down and relax. He sheepishly sits down at the counter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mad. Sorry for the trouble. Of course, it's no trouble at all. Let's see, lunch. What to make? I think soup sounds nice and easy. How about Milky Way Diner specialty? I want to make something that was on the diner's original menu. I know this place was a big part of a lot of people's lives. I want to learn to cook the dishes that people love. You wouldn't happen to know how I can make something like that. I think that's very thoughtful of you, Matt. There was this one soup she used to have on the menu. I really love it. It had tomatoes, sketero chili, snow root, atlas beans, and salt. Sounds delicious. I can't promise it'll be as good as my aunt's, but I'll do my best. Oh, we actually cook in this game. Oh boy. I was wondering if this was gonna have a cooking mini game. It's time to cook for your customer. Start by choosing the appropriate cooking method for what you want to make. For example, if you want to make soup, select the pot. Once you have selected your cooking method, you can select 2 or more produce and or pantry ingredients to cook. Experiment to discover new recipes, and when you are satisfied, serve the dish to the customer. If you are feeling stuck, you can check the recipe app in your Palm Pad. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick. Just in case. Alright. Do the pot. And we want tomato, scaturi chili, snow root, and then I think salt. Did I miss something? I'm assuming it's this. Oh, is it? Oh, wait, okay. Oh, I understand. How do I leave? Oh, I just need to click on it, okay. Is that it? Yeah, tomato and salt. It said something with chili, though. Got too many menus. Let's do... Okay. Okay, what? Do I just have to do plain tomato soup? It has an option for just plain tomato soup. But, I mean, what he said was that you needed to have, like, the chilies. Maybe this? To make cashew soup, I need a cooked tomato, scaturi chili, snow. Oh, I had it in the wrong order. Tomato, salt, chili, snow root. What do you mean? What do you mean? I am so confused. And then salt. Okay. Can I talk to you again? What is going on? Am I I just not putting it in the right order? Tomato, snow root, chili, salt. I need to cook tomato, chili, snow root. Oh, Atlas beans. Okay. I was missing an ingredient. So... there we go. I did not remember the beans at all. Okay, serve. Okay, I think that'll do it, I say, looking over my shoulder from my station. All the while that I've been looking, Ader has been watching me. One elbow propped over the counter, his hand supporting his head. Of course, every time I look over at him, he made a point to look literally anywhere else. Eventually, I decided to pretend I didn't notice and focus on cooking. Feed him. I think he's cute, but I don't know if I want to go for him first, is the thing. I'll serve him the bowl. I grab 2 green bowls and ladle the soup into them till they're both full. I place one bowl in front of Ader on the counter. Then I take my bowl and decide to eat on the cook's side, standing and facing him. Alright, Aunt Cassie's soup. I tried my best to get it as close to the way you described it as possible. It's a bit different from the way your aunt used to make it. Different bad or different good?
Sorry.
Different good. Sorry, I probably could have worded that better. The spirit of the dish is still there, but there are a few differences. The way you cut the snow root. Oh, the amount of scaturo chili, the order you add the ingredients. All these little changes make it your own. And that's a good thing. So, not better, not worse, just my version? Exactly. And your version of Cassie's soup is delicious. At least, that's what I think. The Milky Way Diner is your place now, so don't feel pressured to do things exactly as your aunt did. There's such a warm, genuine expression on his face. I think I'll keep this soup on the menu. I want to keep her recipes alive. I think she would appreciate that, Ader says with a slightly sad smile. He returns to his soup.
You're an amazing cook.
This is seriously delicious. You're an amazing cook. Have you always been a chef? I've never worked as one professionally, if that's what you're asking. But I've always liked cooking. It's always made me happy to see my family and friends enjoy the meals I made them. And seeing you enjoying this meal now, I feel like I made the right choice coming here.
Well,
You know, your aunt told me once that she saw it as an honor to get to cook for people. That it made her glad to know that no matter what, no matter how many bad of a day someone had, once they came into the Milky Way Diner, they'd at least leave with a full belly and better mood. I feel a similar way about the work I do on the ag deck. I noticed you get pretty passionate when you talk about plants and stuff. I always loved growing things. It's kind of like that happiness you said you get when you see people enjoy the food you cook for them. It makes me happy knowing the plants I take care of will go on to feed my community. There's so much warmth in his coral eyes. I can tell Ader means every single word. You're really a kind person, Ader.
you too.
And so are you, Mad. He says with a soft, kind smile. Together, we finish our food, chatting here and there, but mostly just enjoying the meal and each other's company.
That was delicious.
That was delicious. Thank you for lunch, Matt. Here, let me help you with the dishes. He grabs his bowl and gets up from his seat. Ader extends his hand towards my empty bowl, but I slide it out of his reach. He gives me a puzzled look. You're welcome, but do you normally ask to help with dishes when you eat out? I ask jokingly. Ader lets out a little laugh of amusement. No, but I'm not exactly a paying customer right now, am I? So let me lend you a hand. He reaches for the bowl again, and this time I let him take it. He walks behind the counter and heads to the sink. I made this meal to thank you, but now I can't help but feel like I owe you again. Do you have room for dessert? I can quickly make something sweet. Don't worry about having to do more dishes. I'll put a load in the sanitizer before I lock up.
Are you sure?
I normally wouldn't say no, but are you sure you want to cook again? I also have to head back to the agricultural deck soon, so I don't think I'd have time to sit and eat dessert. I was actually thinking I'd like to make you something to bring to my block for my new neighbors. Nothing breaks the ice like free food. I'll make some for you as well, and you can take it with you to the ag deck for an afternoon snack. That would be nice. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. How about pancakes? They're quick and easy, so we can get out of here sooner. Pancakes sound fantastic. Maybe you could add some fruit to them as well? That's a great idea. Okay, so what does it have normally? Strawberries, flour, soy, sweetener. Oh wait, that's cake. We want this one. Strawberries, flour, soy, sweetener. Strawberries. Do we have strawberries? Soy, sweetener. Sea berry and maybe kashiri? Ooh. I'll serve that. After I finish cooking, I put the last of the dishes in the sanitizer and pack the desserts into reusable containers. I wipe down the counters quickly and I get ready to lock up. Thanks for helping me clean up, Ader, and for bringing those ingredients too. Here's your snack. I hope you like it.
Of course.
Anytime, Mad. And thank you for lunch and this dessert. I should head back to the ag deck now. What are you gonna do with the rest of your day? I think I'm gonna head to my room now and take a rest and maybe give these treats to my new neighbors if they're around. It's been a long day already and the afternoon's barely started. Together we walk out of the Milky Way Diner, and I turn off the lights as I leave. We stand outside the diner on the promenade.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a good plan. You should take it easy. I'll see you soon. Let me give you my contact information. I used to drop off produce weekly for Cassie. I'll do the same for you. I can't guarantee I'll have the same stuff every week, though. I hand him my palm pad and he swiftly enters his details. He then hands the device back to me. That sounds great, thank you. I hope you have a good rest of your day, Ader.
You too.
We smile and wave at each other as we go our separate ways. As I draw closer to Block 3, I hear voices coming down the hall.
No! Dang it, not again.
Oh, you're cute. Oh, you know what? I think it's the hairstyle, but they remind me of I think his name is Little Johnny from To Be Hero Exhibit. I think it's the hair. I think it's just the hair. Everything else about the design is not. But yeah, I think that's mostly it. No, dang it, not again. There's gotta be a way out of this. Ooh. I told you. You've gotta keep your eye on your opponent's rook. I round the bend and take in my surroundings. There is a large common area with a sunken conversation pit where two people, a human with red hair and secretarian, are playing holo chess. There is an opening in the right wall leading to the common kitchen and 3 doors which I assume lead to the residents' apartments.
Huh.
This human game is far too simple. And I believe with this move, the secretarian moves the aforementioned rook and captures the human's king. I win, and your credits are mine. The red-haired human looks crushed.
Come on, Sedith.
Come on, Sedith. Best 2 out of 3? That's not what we agreed upon, but I've got work to... The secretarian, Sectith, looks up from the board, his eyes fixed on me. The human follows his gaze. Theirs landing on me, and their face instantly breaks into a smile. Hello. I give a small wave.
Oh, hi there. You must be the new neighbor. Shiwu messaged me saying you'd be on your way soon. I'm Roswell. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, you're Roswell. Hello. They climbed out of the conversation pit and hold out their gloved hand. Roswell's grip is firm. Their handshake is, well, enthusiastic. I'm mad. It's nice to meet you too. It's nice to meet you too. I'm your new neighbor, I guess. I'm taking over the Milky Way Diner. Sorry for interrupting. It seems like you two are in the middle of a pretty heated battle. Hardly. I'd say I had just finished claiming victory. Secteth turns off his holodeck and climbs out of the conversation pit as well, standing beside Roswell.
I am Saskatcherat, researcher.
Roswell elbows him in the side. Now do the thing like we practiced. They say out of the corner of their mouth. Secteth rolls his yellow eyes and extends three-fingered scaly hand, offering it for a handshake. I take his hand in mine. It feels odd, a bit cold, in a far different shape than I'm used to, but altogether a well-executed gesture. After Secteth, let's go, Roswell gives him a friendly pat on the back. There you go, bud, you killed it. Roswell leans in towards me and mock whispers. Secteth was super nervous about making a good first impression on our new neighbor. He even asked for a refresher on human greeting customs.
I did not.
Secteth sputters, embarrassed, his tail swishing back and forth in agitation. Well, for what it's worth, you did a good job. Nailed the human handshake custom. No notes. 5 stars. Roswell flashes him 2 thumbs up. Secteth looks away sheepishly before clearing his throat.
Thank you.
Thank you. My social graces are a little rough around the edges at best of times, and well, anyway. Secteth clears his throat. Anyway, welcome to Block 3. Yeah, welcome. How's your flight? Did it go well? Did it go okay? It's a long way from the Helios system. Are you from the Helios system too?
Nah.
Nope, I was born on the Casper. That's one of the 3 original human extrasolar mobile space settlements, right? The 3 Magi, as they're called, are 3 massive ships that left the Helios system not long after the first contact with the Galactic Assembly almost 2 centuries ago. Built with the help of the Assembly as a token of goodwill, the residents were the first humans to set out and join the galactic community. Lots of those original passengers ended up settling in established GA colonies. Some would go on to settle fringe planets, but a significant population decided the ships were now their home now. They would journey on, exploring the galaxy as generations passed on. I remember the first time I took a look at a long-haul transport off the Casper. It was budget, of course, and I felt like I had the worst hangover for days after being in the pod. The same thing happened when I traveled to Hesperides. I went to the Milky Way Diner feeling like literal death, and then Cassie made me the most amazing soup, and poof, I felt better than ever. I swear it was like Roswell stops mid-sentence, suddenly remembering that in that moment that Aunt Cassie was gone. They shake their head and blink back the tears that start to form in her eyes. Your aunt was a really great lady. The Milky Way Diner means a lot to all of us here. It's really great that you're carrying on that legacy and keeping it open. Secteth nods his head solemnly. She really was something. I ate pretty much all of my meals there. We both did. Nothing beats Cass's spicy fried spinny bug. Roswell sighs wistfully, and Secteth rolls his eyes again. Cass's cooking was indeed very good, but that dish is simply a waste of perfectly good spinny bug. No, it's not. Fried spinny bug are literally my favorite food of all time. What is it you humans like to say? You could fry circuits, and then they would taste good? All you're tasting is oil, salt, and starch. You could hardly taste the delicate flavor of the meat under all of that batter. I personally prefer them simmered. I like to actually enjoy my bugs for what they are. I'm sorry, spinny bug? The name sounds vaguely familiar, but as for what they look and taste like, I'm drawing a blank.
Wow.
You really haven't left the Helio system? They're huge here in GA space and in the colonies. Super tasty. Much more substantial than crickets you get in the Helio system. You'll love them. Cassie once said that they taste kind of like lobster, which I've never had, but I think it's supposed to be good. They're a specialty from my home planet. Ader breeds them on the agricultural deck. You can ask him to bring you a couple to sample. That's good to know. I'm actually kind of curious. I actually don't... who do I want to... I'll say fried. Why not? Yeah. I bet they taste great fried and spicy, with something to dip them in.
Yeah.
Now you're talking. You've got to make us sometime. I'll do my best, though I can't guarantee the result will be as good as Aunt Cassie's. I'm sure they will turn out great. Certainly better than anything I could make. That's not saying much. Roswell is an absolutely abysmal cook. Harsh. And the truth, sadly. I can fix any piece of tech you can put in front of me, but I have no idea how to put together a decent meal. I've been living on instant food since the diner closed. You'll better seeing a lot of me after you open up shop. Roswell snaps their fingers as if something just came over them.
Right.
Oh, yeah! I almost forgot. I have a welcome present for you. A present? Yeah, just a little welcome neighbor gift. Roswell leans down and grabs a little duffel bag that was sitting on the couch. They dig around for a moment and then pull out a lumpy ball wrapped in festively patterned, reusable cloth and handing it to me. Oh, thank you. Should I open it now? Or later in my room? Definitely now. I want to see the look on your face. Yes, I too am rather curious to see how you respond. Between Seketh's amusement and Roswell's naked enthusiasm, I feel a bit nervous. Could this be a prank of some kind? No, these two don't seem to the type to haze their new neighbor. Tentatively, I open the wrapping to reveal a fuzzy blue ball with big ears. Oh my god! No! No, it's a Furby! It's a Furby with a dick nose. It's a Furby with a dick nose. No. Oh no. Oh my god. That is actually it is kind of cute and creepy. Its robotic yellow eyes click open and I flinch, almost dropping the contraption. Yikes! Whoa, easy there. I steady myself and then take another look at it. Some kind of pet bot? That kind that's pretty popular with kids, but it's not any creature I recognize.
Do you like it?
Do you like it? I know it can be kind of hard adjusting to a new place. I found this little cutie in a box of Kateri scraps Khalil brought back from Renan and fixed them up to keep you company. They're supposed to be a rune. Well, a cartoonish interpretation of one. Cahill said that they're super popular on her homeworld when she was a cub. Don't hold back. I told Roswell it was a bit of a juvenile idea.
Yeah.
That's just another word for fun. Anyway, be honest. The little robot starts to let out a slight rumbling mechanical purr. There's no denying the sound. It is comforting in its own way. I'll say I love it. Why not? I think it is a kind of weirdly cute in a creepy way. I love it. It's really cute. Oh my god, again. Man, that's amazing. Okay. I love it. It's really cute. A bit creepy, but cute.
Right.
Creepy cute. Exactly. Seketh shudders.
Ugh.
It stares into your soul. Right into your soul. That's part of the rune's charm. Keel told me in the wilds of Renoon, they immobilize their prey with their stare. Thanks so much, Roswell. This is so thoughtful of you. I really do love it. Roswell blushes, beaming with happiness, their smile bright and as warm as sunshine. I feel myself starting to blush a little too.
You're welcome.
I had a feeling you'd be a fan. I'm more than a fan. This little cutie and me are going to be best friends. Hearing that, the little pet rune starts purring even more. What does it do? Well, it's a basic AI. It will respond if you pet it or pick it up or talk to it. It can even give off a little heat too. You can even ask it for the weather. What weather? We live on a space station. Okay, fine. It will tell you the weather if you take it planet side or the news. They make a pointed glance at Seketh, which is relevant everywhere. It's even got a built-in speaker function so you can play your music, all of which the AI assistant built into your living quarters can do. Yes, but you can't cuddle with the living quarters AI. No, you cannot. Score 1 for the rune. If you ever need any maintenance on it or anything else, give me a shout. I'm the head tech of the Hesperides. If it's broken, I can fix it. Just then, an alarm on Roswell's palm pad sounds. Speaking of which, duty calls. I better get back to the tech office. And I should head back to the lab. It was nice to meet you, Mad. You guys as well.
Oh.
Hey, I have an idea. Why don't we all head to the Wayfarer's Rest for drinks tonight? A little welcome party for our new friend. What do you say? We'll meet you after when we're done working for the day? I'll try my best to make it. I've got an experiment to...
Come on,
It can wait. Come on, Sedith. Live a little. I live plenty. Yeah, that sounds fun. I guess I'll see you two later. I'm gonna drop off my stuff in my room and get settled a little.
Take care.
Yeah, rest up. Take care, Mad. See you later. Sedith gives a friendly wave before turning around and walking out of the block with Roswell following behind.
Right.
Now, I believe you have credits to transfer to me. Ah, here I was hoping you'd forget. I was walking over to the door for room 3 and scanned my palm pad. The door slides open and I take my first steps into my new home, carrying the rune in my arms as it continues to purr away. My bags were left in the sunken entry alcove, placed carefully by the delivery bot from earlier, I presume. I remove my shoes and take a look around the room. It's cozier than I expected. There's a bathroom and a little kitchenette, as Officer Monserie described. There's also a sleeping nook with a plush-looking seats and a warm golden glow coming from the lights in the walls of the nook. Finally, there is a surprisingly large window looking out into space. I can see the distant blinking sights of one of the stable wormhole entrances, and the occasional flashes of starships zipping by. It's peaceful. I place a little rune pet on the shelf by my bed. Its little robot eyes blink a couple times, looking around the room. Aww. That vote. A little voice calls from the inside of the pet bot. The speakers crackle a little with age. What the? I take a seat on the bed and lean in till I'm eye level with the rune. Vasho Vash Ras Nuka? The little robot creature's eyes move up and down as it looks at me. Are you speaking Katiri? Seva! I don't speak Katiri. Sorry, little buddy. Kasha Vasha Ra! The rune closes its eyes for a few moments and rumbles a little. When the rumbling stops, it opens them again. Language path updated to Galactic Assembly Standard Dialect. Hello, friend. What's your name? Oh. Sorry, I clicked too fast. My name's Mad. Hello, Mad. Is there any name that you would like me to respond to? I will call you... I get to name the creature! Ooh. I think I'll call you... I'll call you... What if you know what? I'll name it Paimon. Perfect. Paimon. Okay, I'll go by Paimon from now on. Do you want to play? Maybe some other time, little buddy. I want to take a nap. Unfortunately, I feel if I try and do my Paimon impression, I think it would peak the mic. So I'm gonna keep doing this little creature voice for now. I saw peeling off my traveling clothes and flopping onto the bed. I say peeling off my traveling clothes and flopping onto the bed. Somehow it's even comfier than it looked. I crawl under the covers and let out a contented sigh. Lights off. I call out, and the lights of the room switch off. I turn over in bed and look into the little rune's glowing eyes. Can you wake me up in a couple hours? Of course, friend. Friend Mad. Sweet dreams. I close my eyes and immediately fall asleep. When I wake up from my nap, it's almost an hour and a half before I'm supposed to meet Roswell and Seketh at the Wayfarer's Rest. I unpack my bags and take a refreshing water shower and get dressed. I figure it wouldn't hurt to be a little early, so I decided to head to the Wayfarer's Rest and have a drink while I wait. Ooh. Oh, this is a vibe. Ooh, this is nice. I walk into the Wayfarer's Rest. It's a dim space, sparsely lit with neon. There's a handful of patrons scattered around the occupying tables and stools along the bar. I decided to grab myself a spot at the counter. I look over one of the small drink menus on the bar, and as expected, none of the cocktails are anything I'm familiar with. Oh! Hello? Ooh. God, the character design in this game is so cute. Hello. The person behind the bar is a Kateri with long hair wearing incredibly fine clothes. Walks over where I sit. He places a drink of water in front of me on a purple cloth napkin and gives me an easy smile.
Welcome to Wayfarer's Rest, dear guest. I'm Leroux. Is there anything I can get started for you? Or would you like a bit more time with the menu?
Ooh, his voice is cute too. I look over the unfamiliar list of drinks with alien ingredients. I recognize a few of them now that Ader told me about them, but it's not enough to really know what I want. What would you recommend?
That depends.
That depends on what you like. I'm sure I can make you something that will be to your taste. In that case, something sweet. I'd like something sweet. Then I have just the thing. Laharo brushes himself. Bussies himself, taking bottles of liquor off the shelf behind him and mixing the ingredients together with practiced efficiency. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, can we have something like this in real life, please? Like with grapes instead? Oh my god. That looks so tasty. Once he's finished, he places a glass before me, filled with a dark purple liquid. There are 2 small blossoms floating on top, along with what I guess is 3 skewered kashiri berries.
Here you go.
Here you go. This is called Sumakta. It means spring twilight. It's a classic Kateri drink. I take a sip and the drink tastes sweet as candy. There is an unmistakable flavor of kashiri berries, with a floral note and a wine-like tannic taste at the end. It's delicious. What's in it? Ooh, nice catch, Lucy. That's a good one. A bit of a kashiri set, some takmo, and a little kashiri blossom syrup. So, what brings you to the Hesperides, dear guest? And would you honor me by sharing your name? Laharo asks, his voice soft, smooth as velvet. I'm Mad. I just moved here today to take over management of the Milky Way Diner. Laharo's eyes narrow slightly at my response.
Ah, so that's why you asked.
I really like his voice. He has a very good voice, but I am easily amused by a flirt. If it wasn't obvious. He says, still smiling, but there's a coldness in his tone that wasn't there before. You're here to steal my recipes. Scope out the competition? Maybe you're looking to add a cocktail menu to the Milky Way Diner? Kahil told me about the new chef when she dropped off my delivery today. He makes a point of looking me up and down, sizing me up with his cat-like gaze.
She said you were cute for a human, but don't quite know if I see it or not.
Okay. Alright. He leans casually on the counter behind him, arms folded, his eyes locked on mine. Are we really competition? Or, and this is crazy, I'm just here to enjoy a drink while I wait for my friends. Besides, are we really in competition? I ask matter-of-factly and unamused. You run a bar and I run a diner. Those are pretty different niches. You don't have anything to worry about. Were you and my aunt competitors or something? Is that why you suddenly got all cagey the second you learned who I am? I ask, taking another sip of my drink, which is annoyingly good. We were friendly rivals, he says with a grin, and he busies himself with cleaning glassware. I guess there would be a bit of competition for customers who are just passing through. Do I want to play with him a bit? Do I want to play with him a bit by saying that... Yeah, I'll play with him a bit. I guess we'll have to see who comes out on top, won't we? I smirk, taking another sip of my drink. Lahiro regards me with an amused expression. Though I guess I won't be able to get a drink as good as this one on the station if I run you out of business.
Well.
I admire your confidence. I might have to stop by the Milky Way Diner and see just how good your cooking is. Decide for myself if I have to worry about you running me out of business, as you say. As long as you don't steal my recipes while you're at it. Oh, he's cute. Lahira lets out a purring cackle. I don't quite think I'll need to resort to that. Friendly rivals, then? I ask, raising a glass. Friendly rivals, Lahiro says as he sets about prepping what looks to be garnishes for cocktails. As I continue to sip my drink, my eyes wander the shelves of unfamiliar bottles. So, what's in all these different bottles? I ask, pointing to the shelves behind Lahiro. It's not all alcohol, is it? No, not at all. Lahiro answers. Aurelians can't consume alcohol, nor can Naru, but they have their own beverages that produce altered status. Status? Altered states. There's Dreamflower Nectar from the Aurelian system. Lahiro turns around and pulls down a round bottle filled with a thick golden yellow substance, placing it down on the counter for me to examine. It's a lovely sweet flavor and a mild psychedelic effect I find rather enjoyable myself. Can humans drink it too? Yes, the Naru can as well. Sadly, secretarians are a bit sensitive to some of the compounds found within it, so they generally don't consume it. Not unless they're looking to have a very wild night. I see. I say, picking up the bottle and turning it over in my hand, watching the golden, sparkling liquid swirl around inside. And this is Quilum, the Naru's drink of choice. Laru explains, pulling another bottle down from the shelf. This one is tall, skinny, and filled with a mysterious, iridescent-looking liquid. It's made from the puff fish venom. Sadly, Kateri can't enjoy this, but it's safe for you humans. I've been told it induces a lovely, mellow high. I guess it makes sense that not every species can consume the same thing safely. Laro nods thoughtfully.
Quite.
It is indeed a very important thing to consider when you're providing drinks to multiple species. I've got I've got a lot to learn if I don't want to end up accidentally poisoning someone. Oh. Oh. That would be bad for business, he muses before adding with a devilish smile. But potentially good for mine. I hear the bar door behind me chime and a familiar face calls out.
Hey!
Hey, Matt, you made it! Oh, Vega's here too! Hello! I turn around to see Roswell with Vega in tow.
I hope you don't mind.
I hope you don't mind that I invited Vega along. She mentioned you guys had met. Vega gives me a friendly little wave. Not at all. Good to see you again. Roswell looks behind me and waves at the bartender.
Hey, Laurel!
Welcome.
Welcome, guests. Please take a seat wherever you like. Roswell and Vega walk over and join me at the bar.
Ooh, can I get...
Laura, can I get a bottle of Kashuk, please? Laura nods pleasantly, taking a purple glass bottle out from under the counter and popping off the cap before handing it to Roswell. What's that? Is it any good? It's kind of like a beer, so I like it. They take a drink from the bottle. I've been looking forward to this all day. I'm gonna ask this one. Oh! Can I try a sip? Roswell flushes, tapping the sides of the bottle with the tips of their fingers.
Isn't that, like, an indirect kiss?
Maybe. Oh my god, they're so cute. I can't help but laugh. Aren't you a bit old to think that way? It's okay if you don't want to share. I don't mind.
No.
No, it's cool. Here. Roswell hands me a bottle of Kashuk, blushing slightly and avoiding my eyes. I thank them and take a sip. It tastes a bit more like a dry, citrusy cider than a beer, but it's nice. It's good. Thanks for letting me try. I say, smiling at Roswell as I hand them back the bottle. They immediately proceed to down half of the contents in one chug. Ooh, I'll have to try one of those as well, please. Laro raises an eyebrow at Vega.
My apologies.
I'm sorry, Miss, but I'm afraid I can't serve you Kashuk. It's alcoholic. Oh, right. Whoopsies, silly me. Vega laughs awkwardly. It's her first time out of her home system, too. I explain to Laro.
Well,
How about a Dreamflower Rashit Fizz, then, instead? He asks, turning to Vega.
Yes, please.
Sure, that works for me. Laro turns around and busies himself with preparing Vega's drink. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad that my eye just saw that. No. Chat. I think someone forgot to remove a bit of their, a bit of the pixel dust off of their layer for Roswell. Oh no. Oh, I feel bad. That's unfortunate. So what's the status of your ship? I turn to Vega and ask.
Well...
Respectfully, it's not a ship. It's a fossil. Hey! No offense. Roswell raises their hands.
The thing is...
It's an Aurelian Rethar. That class of ship hasn't been in production for like 75 years. I'm impressed that it's even still operational. I doubt it would even pick up on the most modern scanners. Vega's lucky the sensors we have on the station are also fossils. The rescue team might not have reached her in time otherwise. I told Vega that I could fix it, but it's gonna take me a while to find the compatible parts I'm missing. I said she's better off just cutting her losses and flying commercial, but she said...
But I said I'd rather just wait.
Vega says, cutting Roswell off.
It's not like I'm in a hurry. Besides, this station seems really nice.
Here you go.
Here's your Reshet Fizz, Miss Vega. Laharu says, placing the drink and a napkin in front of Vega with a smile.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laura, right?
Correct.
Correct. A pleasure. The door chime goes off again.
Over here.
Over here, Adar, Segdeth. Roswell calls over, waving both hands over the bar. They turn to me and apologetically.
Well,
Okay, so maybe I didn't just invite Vega along. I thought a welcome party would be fun. The others should be here soon, too. Oh, yay! The others?
yeah.
Yeah, Shiwu, Saria, Keel. You've met them all, right? I have. Great. It's gonna be a great night. Roswell turns to Sekdeth and Ader.
Hey.
Hey guys, this is Vega. They motion towards Vega with a flourish. She's also new to the station. Her starship exploded and she's very lucky not to be dead. Oh no. No, I need to stop. I need to stop. Vega bows towards Ader. She then greets Sekdeth with an arc gesture from her forehead, outward with her right hand.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you both.
It's good to meet you.
It's good to meet you, Vega.
Hello.
It's nice to meet you too. Ader says with a polite bow. I can tell he's making an effort to speak louder so he can be understood over the music and conversations. He tilts his head slightly as he looks at Vega. I'm sorry to ask, but have we met before? Vega shifts a little at Ader's question.
No? Why?
Sorry.
Of course, sorry I asked. You look familiar, but I can't quite remember why.
I guess I just have one of those faces.
Vega says with an uncomfortable laugh, turning to continue talking to Roswell.
Would you like to order?
Anything I can get you, boys?
I will have.
I will have Sekesh neat, please.
I'll have.
And I'll have a nectar spritz, please.
Coming right up.
Come. Laharo turns and gets to work on their drinks. Did you guys both have a good rest of your day? I asked Sekdeth and Ader.
Yes.
It was productive. I've been wondering, what exactly is your research out here, Sekdeth? I'm a deep space biophysicist. My area of study involves a particular need of microscopic species that lives in the vacuum of space called tarsecs. They're particularly drawn to areas where the fabric of space and time is a bit looser. So the nexus point of 4 stable wormholes is an ideal place to connect samples and study them. But how does a species even survive in a vacuum of space?
Well,
The answer to that question is a bit too complicated for this setting. But perhaps you could come by my lab someday, and I could explain my research a bit more thoroughly then? That would be really cool. I'd be happy to take you up on that. I turn to Ader. Did you have a good day too, Ader? He nods. We transferred some strawberry seedlings to grow towers. Ooh, yay! I can make strawberry pancakes later. You grow strawberries here too? When will they be ready to harvest? In about 2 weeks. I'll include some in your produce delivery once they're ready. I'm looking forward to it. I'd love some as well, Lyra says, handing Ader and Sekdeth their drinks.
I have a great idea for a new cocktail.
Hey.
Alright, let's get this party started.
Calls a familiar voice from the entrance of the bar. I look to see Cahill stride into the Wayfarer's Rest.
Sekevo.
Lahero, Sektetho. Takavosrash.
Sekevotash.
Sektetvodrash. Vararoshma.
Lahero responds to Kahiri and pours Cahill a shot of clear alcohol. She takes a shot from Lahero and slams it back in one swift motion.
Ooh! Now that's what I'm talking about.
She exclaims, then turns to Roswell.
Hey, Sparky.
Roswell and Cahill share a high five, and that becomes surprisingly elaborate secret handshake. She turns to Ader, giving him a friendly pat on the back.
Sprout.
Sprout, my man. How are those seeds I brought you back last time doing?
They're doing great. Just started germinating.
Uh-huh.
Love to hear it.
Sedith.
Sedith, always fun to see you out of your science cave.
The word you're looking for is laboratory?
Yeah, but science cave is just way more fun to say. And you?
Cahill says, turning to me with a bright smile.
Hey, you.
How was your day, sugar?
I hear Sektet mutter. You really could not wait till Mad got settled before trying to charm them, huh? Keel shoots him an icy glare before turning back to me. It was pretty good, I'd say. Lots of new friends, as you can see. I have to ask, are you gonna keep calling me that from now on?
Not unless you ask me to stop.
Nah, I don't mind. Vega taps twice on Cahill's shoulders to get her attention.
Hello.
Hello? I don't think we've met yet. I'm Vega.
Hey.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I didn't mean to ignore you there.
As Cahill and Vega introduce themselves to one another, my attention shifts to the other two people entering the Wayfarer's Rest, Officer Monsuri and Saria. They walk over and join us at the bar.
Good evening.
Ah, yes, Doctor and Officer. Anything I can get for you, my dear guests?
I'll have
I'll have a glass of Quilum.
I'll have.
Just a glass of iced tea with mineral water, please.
Coming right up.
Lahar says with an easy smile.
How are you feeling?
Much better, thanks for asking.
Of course.
We'll try not to keep you out too late. You need your rest to adjust to GA standard time. Days are a bit longer than you probably are used to. Speaking of rest, she turns to Officer Monsuri.
How are you feeling today?
Are you getting enough rest, Shinwoo?
Well,
The meds you gave me are doing their job, keeping me falling asleep. But I still find myself waking up multiple times in the day and the night.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Come by my office tomorrow and we'll talk more.
well then.
Maybe I could make you something that could help?
Her offers, placing Officer Monsuri and Saria's drinks on the counter in front of them.
I'll remind you that I'm 2 years sober.
Officer Monsuri says with an expirated sigh.
No.
Something non-alcoholic? Honestly, I'm hurt you'd think I'd disrespect your sobriety like that.
If you like.
Though, if you need someone to come to your room and read you a bedtime story.
Laharo winks at Officer Monsuri suggestively, but completely ignores Laharo. Totally unfazed by his comment. Officer Monsuri takes a sip of his iced tea. Honestly, I would love to see them in bed. Whoa. I was gonna say I would love to see that like play out
But instead I said I'd love to see them in bed. You know what? No. Yes, I would like that. I'll commit. I'll commit. Yes, I would.
Seriously?
Honestly, why does everyone on the station care so much how much sleep I get? Because you have friends who care about you? I wouldn't mind a bedtime story, Laurel. Oh man. Oh, I love the. You know what? Fuck it. I wouldn't mind a bedtime story if you're offering. Sorry, lets out a little snort of laughter while Officer Monsery smirks into his drink.
If you insist.
Right now? Well, if you insist. Once upon a time, there was a very presumptuous human who... You know what? Never mind. Forgive I said anything. Neither of you are any fun. Laharo pouts, gesturing to me and Officer Monsery. Maybe you should keep our dear officer company on those sleepless nights of his. Officer Monsery chokes slightly on his tea, coughing to clear his throat before letting out another annoyed sigh. Just ignore him, Mad. That's what I do. Lahara shrugs, unbothered. You love it. As conversations continue, Roswell climbs onto the bar. They stand on the counter and call out the assembled group. All right, can I have your attention? Now that everyone's here, please get off the bar. Right, sorry. Roswell hops off the bar and back onto their seat. As I was saying, let's make a toast. Aww, the
To new
gang.
friends and the grand reopening of the Milky Way Diner.
Cheers. Cheers. I raised my energy drink.
Good morning, Mad. Today's GAC date is 102M26791. Here are today's biggest news headlines. Today are the quarterfinals of the Galactic Assembly Rictic Cup. The match begins the Telion Solar Storms and the Sctero World Claws will start at the 5th annual GA Standard Time.
Oh, okay. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick. Hope I accidentally saved twice. That's fine. Chat, I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. So I will go ahead and be right back.
Bye bye.
Hello, I'm back. Did want to also check with you guys. How are you guys doing? I know I've been mostly reading stuff, kind of poorly. But how are we doing, chat? How are we doing? We doing well? What do you guys think of the game so far? I do feel like it. I mean, I feel like they do kind of a good job with having you have a moment with each of the characters. I do feel like it kind of goes on a little. You have a very soothing voice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been trying to do it, try and match the voice actors as close as I can. But some of them I feel like sound very similar. I think it's mostly like the deeper voice characters I can do differently. But the ones that I have like very close to my vocal range, they sound very similar to just my regular speaking voice. But it's been fun doing a bit of voice acting. It's been nice, but holy shit. I kind of see what Trix means when he says that like reading this shit takes it out of you. Because oh my god, my throat hurts. I think I can go on for like probably another hour. But I'm probably gonna end it at like 9:30 like I did yesterday. But I'm glad that you guys are having a good time. It's definitely a very chill game, but I am curious on the cooking aspect. If there's gonna be any like quick chopping minigame, because I did see that there's like a chopping station. I think it's very cute that they added a little kitchen like section. It's very cute. Also, honestly, some of the fruits I want that cocktail. I want that cocktail that Laurel gave me. It looks so good. Like honestly, also, does anyone else feel like who are your guys actually, you know what, I'll ask this. Who are your guys' favorites so far? Who are your guys' favorite characters so far? I think I really like Laurel. But I really like characters like Laurel a lot. Of course, Roswell is amazing. I love Roswell. They're so fun. Vega's cute. She's very peppy, for sure. Very close to, like, kind of my own personality. I think she's, like, the closest to how I am in real life. And of course, Kahil. God, Kahil. I think Kahil is my favorite. I know that it's, like, she's the first person you meet, and she calls you sugar. But I'm easy. I'm very easy to get. So I think she's very nice too. I also no fucking surprise if for those who I haven't paid enough attention to any of the characters have a favorite. Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, I feel like the one thing that I would say about this game is that I do like that it gives you time with each one. But I feel like the one character that had like a good time with them that wasn't too long was Roswell and like Seketh. I felt like that was very nice, very quick, but also gave you time to get to know their personalities. But like Ader, I don't mind the yap. The yap was great. But I feel like I think that was too many fruits. I think it was too many fruits at once to describe each one individually. And then the doctor's office, I don't like her very much. She's cute. I like her design. but I don't think I'm into her really. Shinwoo is very cute. I think he's very cute. Definitely has like the overworked, tired boy energy for sure. Poor guy. Bro needs a nap. But I want him and Laurel. I kind of like him and Laurel together. I like their interactions at the bar. Oh. Alright, let's get back into this. The trio of human generation ships, known as the Three Magi, will be passing through the Alpha Centauri warp gate and entering the Kateri space today. The Kateri High Council released the following statement for the Vest Trevo in Arctva, Vera. We welcome our wandering friends from across the stars as guests into our space, and look forward to fostering a deeper connection and understanding between our species as we share our skies over the next 5 rotations. This concludes today's headlines. Have a good day! Ooh, Sekdeth. Sekdeth sits on the couch in the conversation pit, reading something on his hollow screen, reading something from what looks like to be a nutrition pouch. Morning, Sekdeth. Did you sleep okay?
Good morning.
Ah, good morning, Mad. I'm adequately rested, yes. That's good. Do you mind if I take a seat? Sekdeth gestures to the empty couch with his hand holding the hollow screen. You do realize you don't have to ask me permission. This space is just as much yours now as it is mine, or Roswell's. I know. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't disturbing you or anything. I step down into the conversation pit and take a seat on the couch across from Seketh. If I really didn't want to be disturbed, I would have stayed in my quarters. He says, rolling his eyes.
Well.
So, how are you feeling this morning? I think back to last night's welcome party. One drink had turned into a second, followed by a third. After a while of chatting, drinking, and sharing snacks, most of the assembled group had headed home at the respectable hour. But I decided to follow Roswell and Kahil to the entertainment deck for karaoke. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. We stayed up singing and laughing together till we passed midnight. I might have overindulged. I didn't expect to be out so late. But I had a really good time. I had no idea I'd get such a warm welcome when I got here. Everyone's been so kind. And then I remembered Laurel's sour attitude when he discovered I was his new rival. Well, almost everyone. Hey, Laurel had a good time. I think he still had a good time. I'm feeling alright about all things. I'm feeling alright, all things considered. Just tired. Take it as a lesson. When Kahil and Roswell are together, it's best not to follow them to a secondary location. I would follow them to a secondary location anytime. Those two are my favorites. I wouldn't say that. I might have stayed up a little later than I planned to, but I don't regret going. It was seriously a good time. Maybe you can join us next time we go. Sekoth scoffs. I'll pass, thank you. Not really my idea of a good time. Roswell's pleasant enough company, but he'll... Seketh puts an annoying look on his face. Well, I digress. Thinking back to the welcome party last night, Kahil and Seketh didn't talk all that much. Maybe they don't get along? I searched for a change of topic. What are you drinking? And if it's caffeinated, where can I get some? Caffeinated? Oh, right. That stimulant you humans like.
No.
No. Sadly for you, it's not. It's Ritkesh. It's a meal replacement with some supplements.
You see?
My species requires a highly varied and nutritional dense diet in order to survive. It was developed to fill any gaps in our nutrition that result from living off-world. I see. Is it any good? Sagath switches off his holoscreen and places it on a table between us. He leans forward and corners of his mouth creep with a sly smile that shows his pointed teeth.
Well...
Would you like to try a sip for yourself? It's not toxic to humans. Though I can't guarantee you'll be a fan of the taste. His tone and expression look almost amused. I'm tempted to try, but something about the way he's acting makes me wonder if this is an offer worth taking him on. And fuck it. Sure, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. Thank you for the offering. Don't thank me yet. I narrow my eyes and Sagath hands me the pouch. That's not suspicious at all. If I get food poisoning and end up in the med bay, I'm telling Sorry it was your fault. Sagath reaches over the table, offering the pouch of Ritkesh to me. I look at the drink in my hands, then Sagath, who was still smiling, and then back to the drink. Here goes nothing. I lift the pouch to my lips and take a small experimental sip. It has a consistency similar to a protein shake, thick and somewhat chalky, with a slightly sweet and savory flavor. And spicy. Very spicy. Burning, in fact. I feel my face start to flush and my eyes filling up with tears as I cough, handing the pouch of Ritkesh back to Sagath. Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy? And how are you able to drink this whole thing?
You see?
Mammals, like you humans, are more sensitive to capsaicin than reptiles like myself are. Oh, it probably has that goddamn pepper in it. To me, this is just a light, pleasant kick. Sagath takes another sip of the Ritkesh. And you didn't think to warn me about that before. I cough out. I find myself reconsidering my earlier judgment that Sagath wasn't the hazing the new neighbor type. Sagath shrugs, still smiling.
Well...
I did say I wouldn't guarantee you'd like it. Roswell is a fan, though.
No.
Oh! Bro! Roswell, can I steal that hoodie? Roswell, can I steal that hoodie? Oh, I want that. Oh, it reminds me of the star tank top I have. And look at his paint. Bro, I want your whole... Can I borrow your wardrobe, Roswell, please? Please? Not the first thing in the morning. At least not unless I want an excuse to call in sick. I turn around to see Roswell coming out of their room, looking visibly hungover. They walk over to the common kitchen, opening a mini fridge before removing 2 small bottles. Here, this'll help, they say, reaching over my shoulder and handing me one. The label says it's vanilla and kashiri berry flavored soy milk drink. Ooh. You're a lifesaver, Roswell, I say, opening the bottle and basically chugging the drink. The cold, sweet, creamy drink is delicious and eases the burning sensation on my tongue. Roswell flops face down onto the couch and gives me a thumbs up. You got it. Their voice is muffled by the cushions. How are you holding up, Roswell? I'm starting to think that Shinwoo has the right idea. Alcohol is poison, Roswell says, turning over onto their back. You should go to the med bay for a hangover cure. I know. Sorry, literally told me last night not to overdo it and trying to keep up with Kahil at the bar. You're concerned she'll give you a lecture if she sees you? Roswell groans, grimacing and covering their face in one hand. I don't say it. Don't say it like that. They grumble.
Ugh.
But yes, I'll go around midday if I don't start feeling better. Sorry, we'll probably be on break around that time. I can get a hangover cure from Vato or one of the other doctors and save myself the embarrassment. It might not be as effective of a hangover cure as what the medbay can offer, but how do pancakes sound? Oh god. Oh, they're so cute. Bruh. Bruh, can me, Kahil, and am I saying? I think I've been accidentally putting an S in Roswell's name. It's not Roswell, it's Ruel. It's Ruel. Fuck. How long have I been saying Roswell? Shit. Oh no. Well, Ruel's hand drops from their face, revealing a wide-eyed expression so grateful and excited. You would think I had offered them 10,000 credits instead of a plate of carbs.
Oh my, really?
Oh, okay, the text there just had the S. I had been saying it right. Whew. Oh, because like a couple of times, I mean, for the start of stream, I was saying the station's name wrong, so whew, I was scared for a second. Whoopsie. Pancakes sound like heaven. And the carbohydrates would help your blood sugar go back to normal. I got the ingredients to make them at the diner. Want to head down with me soon?
Yeah.
Absolutely yes.
You are an angel and a saint. I owe you my life.
Consider it a thank you for the warm welcome. The welcome party the pet bought. I think if anything, I'm the one who owes you one. Nah, that was all just part of my plan to win you over and have you make me hangover pancakes. Oh, thank you, Lucy. I will hydrate. Ugh, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. It will definitely be a lifesaver once I get redeems. Because, yeah, I have been forgetting to drink. Despite the fact that it's literally right next to me. But I will say, highly recommend the orange cream ghost energy drink. It has been a fucking delicious. But I also been drinking water. Because definitely energy drinks do not help your throat at all. But I will also take this moment as a stretch break as well. It is way too easy to forget to hydrate. Absolutely. Especially when you're in the zone of reading. Oh my god. And like when you're in the zone and shit, it is so easy to forget. It's like no wonder streamers have redeems for hydrate. It is so easy to forget. Oh, okay. Actually, give me a second. Been uncomfy a bit. Just gotta. That's better. Alright. Whew. Alright. Let's make pancakes, baby. I see. This was all a grift. And here I thought you were just a cool, generous, friendly person. You think I'm cool? I thought. Now that I know you were just putting on an act... I wasn't! Roswell bursts out, breaking character. They sigh, shaking their head. I feel a bit smug knowing I got them to break character first.
Anytime.
Seriously though, Matt, I'm glad that I was able to make you feel welcome. You don't owe me anything. So, no pancakes?
Well,
You don't owe me pancakes, but I would really, really appreciate some. I unlock the diner's door with my palm pad and the lights turn on. Oh! I make my way behind the bar into the kitchen, and Roswell sits on the stool on the other side. I peek into the walk-in and take a quick inventory of the ingredients I have on hand. There are fruits and vegetables Ader brought yesterday, though I'll need to ask him to deliver more before I can open the diner properly. I rummage around the dry ingredients stores too. Let's see, coffee. I mutter to myself as I look through the pantry. Oh, Cassie never served coffee here, so I don't think you'll find any back there. I whip my head around and looking at Roswell with surprise. Seriously? No coffee at a diner? That feels wrong somehow. Every place I'd been to in Helios that called itself a diner always served coffee. Roswell shrugs.
yeah.
I haven't had it in years. Caffeine is toxic to every other species but us, you know. I didn't, but I'm glad I do now. What drink am I supposed to serve people? I feel like coffee at a diner kind of thing. Well, there is a Lashu brewer right there. I follow Roswell's gesture to the machine behind me. I was wondering what that was. Oh yeah! I think I've heard of Lashu. It's made of powdered beans and greens, right? It's not super common where I'm from, so I've never tried it.
Here.
There should be some in the pantry. I'll help you find it and show you how to work the machine. That would be great, thanks. With Roswell's help, I find a large bag of Lashu powder. They show me how to load it into the machine and start the cold brewing process. It only takes a minute before the machine chimes and I fill up a pitcher with an opaque beige liquid that vaguely reminds me of milk. Roswell returns to their seat and I pour us a mug of the stuff. When I try a sip, I'm surprised at how tasty the drink is. It's creamy and nutty, with a slight touch of some kind of warming spice that tastes just like a cross between cinnamon and clove. Ooh. Ooh, I want that. That sounds so good right now. That's actually really good. I had a feeling you'd enjoy it. Pretty much everyone else I've ever met does. I put the mug down. Alright, pancakes. What kind would you like? I can make them plain, but I can also add some fruit if you'd like. I've got some kashiri berries, sea berries, and ruby fruit. Roswell looks thoughtful for a moment before making their decision.
Ooh.
Could I get mine with ruby fruit, please? Coming right up. Just sit tight. I say with a smile. Yay, time to cook. Okay. If I remember... That was the one I made last time. So it's just flour, soy, sweetener. Flour, soy, sweetener, and then ruby fruit. And what does ruby fruit have on it? Sweet fruit. Let's mix it with mint. Oh, okay. I think it just needs this. There we go. Ooh, wait. Oh, ruby fruit is like dragon fruit. That makes sense. It does kind of look like dragon fruit, except like not with like the green tinge on the end of it. It's also kind of watermelon-y. Alright. 1 order of ruby fruit pancakes for Roswell? I pretend to look around the empty diner. Roswell laughs in amusement.
Over here.
Right here! Oh man, these look awesome. I slide the plate of fluffy, thick, golden brown pancakes in front of Roswell. Dig in. I'm gonna make some more for myself. Don't mind if I do. Roswell grabs their utensils and enthusiastically began to cut into the pancakes. They cut themselves a hearty slice and take their first bite.
Wow.
Oh my god, Mad! These are seriously awesome! And I'm not just saying that because carbs hit different when you're hungover. I'm happy you think so. They're so fluffy and thick. I was right when I called you an angel earlier because I've died and gone to breakfast heaven. They're just about to take their second bite when they've startled by a knock on the diner's front window. Roswell and I turn around to see a smiling Vega waving at us. The chime goes off and she leans into the doorway.
Good morning.
Good morning, you two. Mad, are you open for business already?
Her voice sounds a little awkward. I remember the promise I made to her yesterday about letting her know when the diner would open, and I feel sorry for making her think I'd gone back on my word. No, not yet. We're just having some breakfast. But you're welcome to come in and join us if you'd like. I wave her over and Vega's face lights up with relief.
Yes.
Stars, yes, I'd love to. Thank you, Mad.
Oh, she's so cute. She rushes over to the counter and takes a seat next to Roswell, who resumes eating. I do want to check real quick. Does anyone... Okay, they're all offline. Oh, look at their little profile pictures. It's so cute. Oh, wait. That's so cool. Oh, that's so smart. So these are all scenes you can unlock with your answers. That's so cool. She rushes over to the counter and takes a seat next to Roswell, who resumes eating. Are you hungry, Vega? I'm making pancakes if you want to try some.
They're a human dish, right?
They are. They're so yummy. Roswell says between big bites of food.
Thank you.
I'd love some. Thank you, Mad.
How would you like them? I can make them for you plain or with kashiri berries, sea fruit, or ruby fruit.
Can I get pancakes with sea berry, please?
Of course, sea berry pancakes coming right up. Okay, so she just wants sea berries. So flour, soy, sweetener, sea berry.
Oh, so cute.
I plate up 2 stacks of sea berry pancakes, one for Vega and one for myself. Here you go, Vega. I hope human food won't disappoint you too much. I say, placing the plate of pancakes in front of Vega, whose eyes are sparkling with anticipation. She cuts herself a piece of pancake, making sure to get her first bite with the perfect pancake to topping ratio. As she tastes it, her eyes go wide and she lets out a squeal of delight.
It's so tasty.
These are amazing. They're so soft and fluffy, and perfectly sweet too,
she says, her free hand touching her cheek. I begin to dig into my own breakfast, trying them for myself. I'm really pleased with how they turned out. The slightly salty flavor from the sea berries brings a nice balance to the sweet pancakes.
I can't believe humans start their days with something so decadent. I'm jealous. I wish I could get all the nutrients I need from food like this.
Vega muses, continuing to dig into her breakfast. So do I, Roswell says with a laugh.
Well,
pancakes are more than a comfort food. Pancakes are more of a comfort food rather than something we eat every day, I explain. Across human culture, savory breakfasts are more common than sweet ones. Roswell nods in agreement. My pate, my grandma on my mom's side, used to make our family ideales in samar bar for breakfast all the time. It was so good. pillowy steamed rice cakes and lentil and vegetable stew.
Oh.
That sounds super tasty. Aurelian breakfast is light, like Atlas bean or starcat mushroom soup, or fruit salad. My university cafeteria had ideas on weekly breakfast rotation. They were always really good, but I bet your grandma's are way better. Okay, I am curious. Because I think... Is this a real... I'm assuming that this is a real dish, because it sounds... Oh! Wait, is this the right thing? Idealis. Maybe? It's coming up with ideally, which is like it's like a savory cake made of fermented butter of rice and black lentils. That could be it? I'm not sure. Whatever the case, they sound good. Also, I'm gonna catch this pupa real quick. There we go. Oh wait, I think it's the plural version of... Yes, okay, I think this is the right thing. Yeah, it is. Okay, so it is... It looks good. It looks really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're the best. I haven't been home in ages. But now that the 3 Magi are gonna be in the Katahiri space for a couple years, I'll hopefully have more chances to visit.
When was the last time you made it home?
Oh man, like 2.5 SRs? I haven't been able to justify travel time. It takes 2.5 weeks just to travel to the Helicron system and back. Oh, okay. Have a good Eep, Trix. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for raiding too. I appreciate you. You have a good night, okay? Night-night. Back into Tahiri space is just 2 warp gate jumps away from here, and Kahil already offered to let me hitch a ride on one of her supply runs since the Magi will be there for the next while.
That's really cool of her. Hopefully you'll be able to visit soon.
So, what are you thinking of putting on the menu once you're open for real? That's a good question.
What do you think, Roswell? Any ideas?
There was this one soup your aunt had on the menu. It had all sorts of vegetables from different planets. Tomatoes, snow root, secreto, chilies. Oh, and atlas beans too. Oh, I made that one for Ader yesterday. I'll put that back on the menu for sure. Other than that, maybe mapo tofu? That's one of my favorite dishes ever. There's this restaurant on Casper I've always used to eat when I was younger. They made it with spinny bug and secreto chilies. It's literally the best. That substitution makes sense. Secreto chilies have that numbing spice that kind of like the way mala does. What about the tofu though? Do you know where I'd be able to get some? They make it fresh on the ag deck. They use atlas beans, so the flavor is different, but only a little. In Aurelian, it's called limta.
Limta is so good.
Have you ever had it cold with Aruvian mint dressing? Vega asks Roswell, who's finished swallowing their pancake before answering.
Yeah.
I had it once at Ader's place. He made me lunch while I was doing some repairs on his suite. Both of those sound delicious. Thanks so much for your ideas, you two. It's kind of hard to know what to cook when I'm not familiar with most of the ingredients.
Anytime.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime. So, what do you guys have planned today? I asked, gathering everyone's empty plates, loading them into the sanitizer. I've got to head to the tech office soon. I've got some course stabilizers to fix on one of the maintenance crafts.
Ugh.
Oh, and I got a text from Shinwoo. He says he wants to have a talk about me adding Sir Plovis modifications to the station tech or whatever. Oh my god, Roswell was the one that added the bellhop hat. Oh, I love you even more. Oh, I love you even more, Roswell. Oh my god.
I think I'm going to explore the station and maybe do some reading. What about you, Mad?
I've got to clean up here and do some inventory, and then later I'm gonna do some shopping and buy some more ingredients.
Huh.
You should go to Ashtet's General then. They've got some pantry samples and stuff. I'll swing by there for sure. I'm thinking I want to try an opening for real business soon. Roswell whistled. Nice. Look at you diving right in.
Huh?
Wow, already? Are you sure you won't be too tired?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Kind of feeling like I want to hit the ground running, you know?
For sure.
I totally get it. I always feel fired up when I got a new project. I can't help but roll up my sleeves and get started right away.
Well,
Sounds like you both have busy days ahead of you. I don't want to keep you both, so I'll get going.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the pancakes, Mad. They were amazing. I can't wait to order them again when your diner opens for real.
Same here. Talk about the ultimate hangover cure.
That was delicious.
They were so tasty. I was really tempted to ask for seconds after I finished mine. I shrug. You could have.
Nah.
Roswell lets out an exaggerated scoff. And make you go back to cooking while you were eating? Nah. You're too kind for your own good, Mad. You should be careful. People might take advantage of you. I'll keep that in mind, Roswell. It was a pleasure, you two. I hope you have a good day.
Have a nice day.
You too, Mad. See ya.
Bye.
Later, Mad. Roswell and Vega both wave their head out of the diner. Once they've gone, I roll up my sleeves and it's time to get to work. By midday, I've finished taking inventory of the pantry. I was able to find a few more things like vinegar and some seasonings, but I'm missing some spices, carbs, and protein. I should text Ader and see if he can bring over some Arulian tofu and spinny bug, and maybe restock on vegetables and fruits. Oh! Oh, I have to tap it. I was planning on doing a soft opening of the diner and was wondering if I could place an order with you. Good afternoon, of course. What would you like? Could I get more of those fruits and vegetables from yesterday, please? And also some spinny bug and limta? Yeah, of course. I'll bring you some leafy greens and glow clams as well. I can make the delivery first thing tomorrow morning. May I ask how much of everything you like? I'm not sure. Let's say 70% of your usual weekly delivery to the diner was in the past. Since this is opening week, I'm not sure how busy it'll get. I'd rather play it safe. Sounds like a good idea. And if you really need any more, you can always let me know. I can make the delivery first thing tomorrow morning. That'd be awesome. Thank you so much, Ader. You're the best. You're welcome. See you tomorrow. With that taken care of, I decided to head to Ashtet's General in search of spices and make some kind of rice or noodle. The store is small but efficiently organized. Aisles and shelves fully stocked with goods and essentials from across the galaxy. A warmly dressed, older-looking secretarian with rough gold scales sits behind the counter. Her attention is laser focused on a game of Rick-Tac playing on the hollow screen mounted on the corner across from her. Voshlura takes the opportunity. Oh, this is the announcer. Voshlura takes the opportunity to rush towards the goal. Seskitev closes in on the defensive. Can they stop her in time? That's a tail swipe from Seskitev, and Voshlura makes a pass to Ilfendra just before she goes down. Veskito ready for the save. Can they stop it? Ifildra throws and she scores. Oh, come on. That's another goal for the Solar Storms. Secretan hurls a stream of sharp, frustrating, hissing words at the screen. I may not speak Sesrakish, but I know the cursing of an angry sports fan when I hear it. I grab a small basket from the stack by the store and start my search. I come across the spice section and quickly realize that much of Ader on the Ag deck and Larau on the Wayfarer's Rest lack of demand seems to have resulted in Ashket's general not bothering to import any human spices. Just when I'm about to give up hope, a label with a familiar heliograph characters catches my eye in the sea of standard dialect glyphs. I pick up a small bottle to get a closer look, hoping for something familiar. Trek's Dex Blend, a warming mix of synthesized cinnamon, skivish, ginger, ularoot, and Talvayan buds. Well, knowing what 2 out of 5 of the components taste like is better than nothing, I guess. I put the Textrex blend in my basket and continue my search for something starchy. Please let there be something I can work with, I think to myself as I carefully comb through the aisles. As I pass through the snack section, which I make a mental note of to revisit at a later date, and a whole half of the aisle devoted to different brands and varieties of Riktesh, I find what I'm looking for. Thankfully, humans weren't the only species to come up with noodles, and there are about 5 different kinds of Naro rice. It's probably the best if I could keep the menu limited to start. Too many dishes would be overwhelming. After carefully combing through the section, I narrow my choices down to a variety of long Arulian grain noodles and safe-looking white short-grain Naru rice. I think I'll get... Oh, shoot. This will probably be, like, depending on the ingredients. Like, it'd be a special menu or something. God, I love noodles and rice. Those are, like, my favorite things to make. Shit. Noodles. I'll do noodles. I put the rice back and decided to go with noodles instead. Not sure how many packs I'll get, but guessing probably a lot. I decide to err on the side of caution and load every package on the shelf into my basket. Oh my god. With my mission accomplished and my shopping basket overflowing with sweet carbohydrates, I figure I might as well explore one last aisle just to get my bearings, and maybe a snack. Around the corner towards the prepared food section, and see Saria standing in front of one of the refrigerated shelves, reading over the label on some kind of pouch. As if feeling my eyes on her, she looks up towards me and smiles warmly.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Mad. How are you today? I'm good, thanks. Just getting some ingredients. That's quite a haul you got there. Will you be okay carrying all this back? Oh yeah, I think I'll manage just fine. This is actually a lot lighter than it looks. Ah, yes, that makes sense. The station's gravity calibration is lower than you're used to,
So for you, things will feel a little bit lighter for a while. That makes a lot of sense, actually. How about you, Saria? How are you?
Good.
Busy, but good. I'm on a midday meal break, so I'm just grabbing something to eat in the park. That sounds nice. I didn't know there was a park on the station. But then again, I also haven't taken time to explore that all that much.
Well,
If you'd like, you're welcome to join me. It is a lovely place to relax if you need a break for your opening day preparations. I had planned on recipe testing, but that can wait until evening. It would be nice to see another part of the station, and a relaxing lunch in the park sounds lovely. I'd like that very much, thank you. I'll have to first quickly drop this stuff off at the diner and then we're good to go. Great. I've got everything I need. Are you ready to head out? I was thinking of grabbing something to eat too. I give the refrigerated shelves a look over, but I'm overwhelmed by the sheer variety, pouches, packages, and complete prepared meals. I could just grab something random, but is there anything you'd recommend? I ask Saria. She pauses for a moment to consider. Well, I'm getting Unalot. Store-bought is never quite as good as fresh, but it's still tasty. The expression on my face must have made it obvious that I have absolutely no point of reference for what Unalot could look or taste like. It's a savory seafood jelly. This one is glow calm and fermented sea berry flavor. She lifts the pouch in her hand. Personally, my favorite is the Moonbeam Snail Bubble Lime one, but it seems like they're sold out today. Oh man, I love lime. Shoot. She takes another pouch and hands it to me. Displayed on the package is a handsome smiling Naru, holding out a plate of electric blue gelatinous dish with various solids and suspended inside. Honestly, I do like the sea berry. I do like acting like I've actually had sea berries that they don't exist. I like the sound of sea berry. I think it sounds really, really good. So, I know this is probably gonna be like a romantic thing, but honestly, I'll go with it. I'll get the same as you then. I place the pouch in my very full basket. I've never tried anything like this before, but it sounds interesting, so I'm excited. I hope it'll be to your taste. I decide to quickly swing by the cold drinks and grab something from there as well. I'm in the mood for... Ooh, bubble lime! Bubble lime! Secretary and iced tea with cactus jelly. Ooh, that sounds like boba. But I'm gonna go bubble lime. I grab my drink and turn to Saria. Alright, now I'm all set. Let's go then. She gives me an easy smile and I follow Saria to the front counter. Oh my god! Holy shit, this is a cool design. Whoa! Oh my god, it's so pretty. I love the mix of purple and yellow. It's like an inverse of like my favorite color choices. I love purple and yellow. It's so nice. Even like with the nice like teal too. Such good color choices. The secretarian is laser focused on the match, muttering to herself in Sesakesh.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ashket. How are you today? She asks, placing her purchases on the counter for Ashket to sign. I'd bet I'd be better off if the whirling claws weren't getting their tails stomped on. Ashket grumbles, peeling her lavender-colored eyes away from the screen. And that is yet another goal for the Solar Storms, bringing the score to 6-2 at the end of the period with one more to go. Ashket throws her head back and growls. Oh, stars collapsing again! She lets out a frustrated exhale. This will be the
That will be 5 credits, sweetheart. The contrast between her gruff demeanor and her affectionate language towards Saria is enough to give me a whiplash.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashket, she says, scanning her palm pad on the till. Saria takes her drink and a pouch of Unalot and moves to the side so I can go next. I step up to the till and heft the basket up onto the counter with a thud. Ashket peruses her lids and tilts her head to the side. She looks at me and then the basket and then back again. Got a crowd to feed? Ashket says, raising a scaly brow as she begins to scan the packages. I guess so. More like customers. I'm Cassie's relative, the one that's taking over the diner. Ashket gives me a sympathetic look. Ah, yes, I'm sorry for your loss, kid. Thank you. A few moments of silence pass, broken only by the steady beep-beep of the scanner. You do realize you're going to get a much better price ordering wholesale, right? Ashket says, raising a scaly eyebrow as she begins to scan the packages. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Sorry I'm late. Oh my god! Bro, oh my god. I love the fucking variety. This is so tasty, oh my god. I knew I was gonna like the character designs in this game, but oh my god. I love this. They're so cool looking. I love the patterns too. I turn my head to see a tall teal secretarian in the security uniform that walking towards us.
Oh, hello, my cactus blossom.
She slides behind the counter and nuzzles Ashket's cheek affectionately, and Ashket rolls her eyes, gently pushing her away. Oh, you took your sweet time getting here. I'm sorry. I was meeting Officer Monsuri, and I had a certain captain took longer than expected.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tiski. How are you? Saria chimes in. The teal secretarian, Tiski, gives Saria a friendly smile. Good. Thank you, Doctor. So, how are the Whirling Claws playing? She asks, looking towards the hollow screen, which is currently playing an ad break. Ashket scoffs. Terribly. Tiski slings an arm around Ashket's shoulder, giving her an affectionate shake. Well, there's still a period to go. Maybe they'll manage to turn it around, she says encouragingly, but Ashket scoffs. I sincerely doubt at this point. I don't know why I get my hopes up. Sakrato is where Rikitik was invented, but once again, there's only one team in the quarterfinals. Ashket waves her hand dismissively. I don't even know if I can keep watching at this point. She returns her attention to me. Alright, that'll be 49 credits. I scan my palm pad to make the payment. Tishki whistles, looking over the pile as Ashket pulls out the crate from beneath the counter and begins to pack up my purchase. That's a lot of noodles. Mad's Cassie's relative. Tishki smiles and her gaze softens. You have my sympathies. We were friends of your aunt, she says warmly.
Welcome.
Welcome to the neighborhood. We're glad you're here. She greets me with an alternative forehead arc gesture. I do the same. I'm Tiski, security deputy, and that one's heartstrong. She leans down and nuzzles Ashtek's cheek, and I can hear the rough sound of their scales scratching against each other. I avert my eyes and turn to Saria. Oh my god. Chat, lesbians! Oh my god, lesbians! Chat, lesbians! They're lesbians! We got Mart lesbians, let's go! We got Mart lesbians! heart song? I ask under my breath. It's a term secretarians use for their bonded life partners. Aww. Saria explains quietly. That's such a cute name. I notice they both happen to wear matching gold bands. Oh! On their horns, and maybe that's a secretarian equivalent to a wedding ring. Oh! Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so precious. I love that. Ashket rolls her eyes with an exasperated sigh and pushes Tishki away. That's quite enough, you two. Yes, ma'am, she says in a flirty tone. The contrast between them is stark in both appearance and personality-wise, and I love them for it. The secretarian species have two ecotypes. Those who evolved in their homeworld's jungles, like Seketh and Tishki, and those who evolved in the deserts, like Ashket. Oh! That's pretty cool. That's awesome. I was wondering, because I was like, Ashket and Seketh definitely seem like they're both made for like more of an arid climate. That is so sick. That is such a cool detail. She seems kind of rough around the edges, but her partner, Tishki, on the other hand, is very clearly much more approachable and friendly. She definitely isn't a shy person when it comes to affection, and she seems to want everyone to know just how much she loves her partner. Aww. In my opinion. Wait, I just realized, chat. Chat, it's Lesbian Appreciation Week. And we got the lesbians. Perfect. This is perfect. Let's go, lesbians. It's so cute. It's cute and sweet. I can't say I'd be any different if I had a partner to care for. Exactly. The thought causes my heart to twinge a little. Maybe someday. So, when do you think you'll be open for business? I was thinking of maybe doing a soft opening tomorrow for breakfast and lunch. Tishki grins from pointed ear to pointed ear. Well, we'll certainly have to stop by, won't we, Ashket? Right, sure, she says absently, her attention shifting back to the game that resumed on the hollow screen. Alright. I thought for a second that it was Nishki for a second. Whoopsie. Alright. Come on, Sikketet. Almost there. And Sikketet intercepted again by Voshnarov. I look over at the hollow screen just in time to watch a replay of Kateri and the Secretarian colliding into a cloud of dust on the arid playing field. Oh, that is rough. Tishki hisses, wincing in sympathy. Saria nudges me with her shoulder, and I look away from the game.
Well,
shall we get going? Yeah, let's get out of here before your break is over. I grab the crate off the counter. It was nice to meet you both. We say our goodbyes and Tishki and Ashket and leave the store. Oh, bye, lesbians. After I quickly drop off the groceries at the diner, I follow Saria through the station to a large open atrium. A modestly sized circular patch of grass occupies a middle of space, surrounded by benches. A few sapien mill around, but the park is far from being crowded. Looking up the massive fishbowl window with a view of the starry black void outside, the air is fresher here, perhaps thanks to the plants. Let's sit over here. Saria leads me to one of the benches bordering the patch of freshly trimmed grass at the center of the atrium. She takes a seat and I sit next to her. This is such a nice place. I told you so. She takes out her lunch and I follow her lead, twisting the cap off my drink and taking a sip. Speaking of, hydrate. Delicious. The soda is refreshingly sour and sweet. This is my favorite place in the whole station. I come here whenever I think I need to think, or just unwind, I suppose. It's peaceful. I can see why. It's nice being able to enjoy a bit of nature, even if it's off-world. I open my pouch of Unalot and twitch the cap off. I think it's supposed to be twist. I think it's twist. And twist the cap off. The sprout part you're supposed to suck the jelly out of is a bit bigger than I expected, most likely to accommodate for the bits of clam. The texture is unfamiliar, but not necessarily off-putting.
And?
So, Mad, what do you think? I'll say it's surprisingly good. Surprisingly good. I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but the textures and flavors actually work really well for me.
Well,
In that case, you'll definitely need to try it fresh next time. Maybe I'll learn the recipe. If I don't fail too miserably, I can add it to the diner's menu and we can have fresh Unalot whenever you like. Saria beams in response, and her tendrils flash blue.
you're too kind.
I like the sound of that very much. The lights here must be different than those in the rest of the station because my skin feels warm like it's under sunlight. If it weren't for skylight looking out into the deep void above me, I could almost feel like I'm in a courtyard back home on Mars. I'm almost tempted to take off my shoes and walk around on the grass. And then I registered just how strange it is that this alien-built station on the other side of the galaxy has a park with grass from the Helios system. It's kind of weird seeing earth and grass all the way out here. I would have expected the landscaping choices to be from one of the more local systems with how far away we are from Helios. It's an interesting choice. The name Hesperides originates from your homeworld as well. I quirked my head. That's odd. Why would an Elorian-built station that's far from the Helios system have an earthen name? Or a park with earthen plants? The Aurelians aren't exactly known for being the biggest fans of humans. Saria hums thoughtfully. I'm not sure about that myself, but Roswell should know the story. You should ask them sometime. Oh, absolutely, I will. So what other fun things are there to do on the station? Let's see. There's the entertainment deck, of course, with karaoke, holodecks, and the like. Some of the residents have informal clubs, too. Larao and I have a little book club. Oh, yes! Oh, can I join your book club? And Roswell and Seketh play card games together, I believe. Oh, yeah. They also play chess. Poor Roswell sucks ass. The Resident Affairs Council regularly puts together social events for the community. We have a very exciting one coming up in a few weeks that I'm organizing. That's cool. So you're a member of the council too? Must keep pretty busy.
Yes.
Yes, and I feel like I'm being useful. She admits bashfully. So, what kind of event is it? An interstellar comet happens to be passing by the station, so I'm putting together a comet viewing festival here at the park. Ooh! There will be music and decorations and food. You arrived at the perfect time. It's going to be a once-in-a-millennia sight. That sounds really awesome. And also, like a lot of work.
I'll be fine.
It is, but I'll be fine. What if I don't believe you? Being a doctor is a lot of work already, I say with a lighthearted skepticism. I would say you need to brush up on your interspecies relations. Saria rolls her eyes, but her tone is lighthearted. I'm a Naru after all. My people don't share untruths. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Lying isn't a thing in your culture, right? Saria shakes her head.
No.
It would be pointless to. Our chromatic signals give away our emotions, whether we like it or not. I wish I could do chromatic signaling. It'd help a lot in social situations. I hate having to guess how people really feel about things.
True.
I know exactly what you mean. I experienced quite the culture shock when I went to university and was surrounded by aliens who didn't communicate as directly. If you're interested, there are devices that would allow you to do that. They track your brain waves and biometrics and convert the data to corresponding colors and patterns. They're quite popular on Nauru among residents and visitors of other species. So they're like mood rings. Got mood rings, that's pretty neat. We got sci-fi mood rings. That's really cool. What do they look like?
Well,
I've seen a few different kinds, but I would say the ones that resemble earrings are the most popular. I think I need to learn what each color means first. Truthfully, the little bit I do know comes from when I watched You from Across the Stars. It was a Martian romance drama about human and a Naru.
really?
You don't say. Then maybe I should test you. Which ones do you know? I close my eyes and think for a moment, trying to conjure up key scenes from the drama in my mind's eye. Yeah, I think this one's right. Coral is calm, blue is happy, purple is sad. Oh, and pinkish magenta is passion. How did I do? Did I get anything wrong? Very well, but not perfect. There are color patterns you wouldn't be able to perceive as they are on the ultraviolet wavelength. But you are correct as you can be given your anatomy. I'm impressed. Not to brag, but I do have a pretty good memory, truth be told. Frankly, it was better and more fun to watch it than it had any right to be. It was crazy popular too. I think it won an award for Best Romance Serial in Rotation. Maybe I'll give it a watch on the Entertainment Hub. She muses. I'm a hopeless romantic. Emphasis on the hopeless part. Oh, girl, same. She says with a defeated sounding sigh, and I'm initially a bit surprised. Looking at Saria, it's hard to imagine someone as capable and as pretty as her struggling at anything. At least of all romance. Oh, come on. You can be pretty and struggle with romance. Plenty of people I've known are fucking pretty and struggle with romance. It's not a looks thing. Me too. Oh, have a good lurk, Lucy. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Hope you have a good lurk. Me too. If love's a game, I'm warming the beach. Oh wait, that's me. Shit. Saria laughs, but I notice her colors shift to light purple. Well, at least we can be hopeless together. There's a human saying, misery loves company. At least we know we're not alone. I say, playfully nudging Saria's shoulder with mine. It's not long before our respective meals are finished and Saria gets up from the bench. I should be getting going, but my break is almost over.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. It was nice getting to chat like this from once one-on-one. I stand up too. Thank you for inviting me and showing me this place. I can definitely see myself coming back here. Then maybe I'll see you here sometime. I hope you have a good rest of your day and have a fun time recipe testing, Mad. Thanks, and I hope you have an uneventful rest of your shift. Saria laughs. I can only hope. Alright, time to test out some recipes and figure out a menu. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. It's pretty late, and I think most people have gone to bed. So I think we are going to call it a night chat. So I want to thank you guys all for coming and listening to me play through this fun dating sim. I am definitely going to be playing this again because I really want, at least with Roswell and the Rock, I do want to know. I want to know where it goes because I love their characters so much. And Kahil as well. I love them a lot.